you're not really thinking about
trying to get them reps up.
Trying to get a bunch of dates.
Yeah.
It also depends on your game, like
I liked dates when I was
like your gameplay.
like taking a girl out.
You like taking a girl out on dates?
I used to.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I still like dates, but just like, you know how it was kind of like I still like going on dates, but it's just like, you know how it was like it's like a sport almost back then. Like you like do it for plot line, you know?
For sure.
See, I was never
Can I
that
get your
guy.
number? Let me take you out type shit.
Yeah, I was never that guy.
You were never that guy to ask girls out on dates.
That's not what I said.
You were so
I
you never that.
didn't frequent dates. My process was that's why I've never had a bad date. Because if I'm going out on a date with you, I know, all right, this girl is cool. I know we're going to click. I know, there's certain boundaries. We've talked already. Like, I would never meet a girl. I'd be like, yo, let's go out and link her like tomorrow and go on a date. I would never do that.
Damn.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Damn. See, romance is dead, yo.
For real.
No, that's not romance is dead. I think it makes sense
We used to go to war.
I think it makes sense to get to know someone before you guys spend hours on end with each other.
I mean, it's not hours on end. Why? A date is not hours on end. Like a date can be an hour. It can be if it's a great date.
Yeah,
yes,
then
it
it
can go.
goes
Yeah,
hours.
then it can go hours.
Have
on
you
end.
had a great date that was an hour?
I've had. What do you mean? Oh, well, no, because I'd want it to last longer
I think
than an hour. if it's a
an
good
hour long
date.
date is indicative of a bad date.
Yeah.
That is true. I would say
Yeah.
that too. But I'm saying like, it doesn't have to be hours. It would be hours on end if it's a good date, which would counteract your point.
Even an hour, it's like, do you want to spend an hour of your time with someone you don't want to be around?
Well, why
Like, would you
not wanna
rather, like, would you want to risk that? When you could just take a little bit more time and get to know them more to know if you really want
But
to go
are
out
you
with them or
really
not?
getting to know what?
Yeah.
Just texting?
No, you could talk on the phone. I was a big phone talker.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
don't know if I'm really talking on the phone to guys that I don't know like that.
I was a phone talker.
I
people should bring that
detest
back.
like long phone conversations.
Yeah, that's what
no
I'm
matter
saying.
who it is.
It
like,
depends on your-
You detest it with a girl you're trying to get to know?
No, I like good conversation, but just the idea, because like I struggle with multitasking while I'm on the phone. So if I'm like locked into a conversation, like I'm not also
Do the dishes.
Nah, man, I hate that. No.
Clean your room, something.
I can clean my room. That's
Yeah,
what
it
I
depends.
can do that on my phone.
It depends on your style of play. Some people like the date is their style of play. I was a phone talker.
That's real.
I was more of a texter, like texting. I feel
Oh,
like-
I
It's
can't.
giving a lot of brokey.
I can't do text.
It's giving a lot of brokey.
I can't do
It's
text.
giving like
I prefer
y'all-
FaceTime over calls though.
It's giving y'all really couldn't just ask the girl on a date.
That's real. We are talking about younger versions of ourselves. So yeah.
But that's not even being broke. It's just I don't want to waste my time.
But it's not wasting your time.
It
You don't
is.
have to. But my thing is, people have now made, and maybe it's not people, maybe it's women. And I guess we're starting off the episode like this. Women have made dating like a money sport. Dating is not a money sport. Dating is an emotional sport. Dating is shopping around for someone you click with. You don't need to spend a shit ton of money on a date to click with someone.
So then why are there places that we should not go on a date? Like why is there
Because
a list?
it's about the thought though. And I've said this multiple times. And it's funny because my friends and I, we went to the keg the other night, or like the other day for like an early dinner. And
Keg
one of
Mansion?
no, it's like the keg on like Young Street. And one of my homies was like, yo, like, could I bring my girl here on the first date? And I initially said no. Because I was, it's just,
keg?
to me, it's not even about like the cost of the keg. I would rather go to a spot that's maybe more, like less expensive, that was just cooler.
So then it varies by person.
But that's what I'm saying. And I've always said, I would rather, I found this really cool Thai spot that has only this dish.
Because you mentioned you like pad Thai once.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Can we, like, let's go here.
But see what you're saying. How could I meet a girl and by the end of the weekend know that about her if we don't
that's
talk?
true too.
No,
you
I mean,
can
I understand
tailor
that.
it more the more you get to know her
Yeah.
now.
That's what I'm saying. I've never had a bad date because I know who I'm going out with.
Yeah.
But I feel you can also know who you're going out with and have a bad day at the same time.
You can, but it's more rare.
Yeah. Because to me, I don't understand how ordering sparkling water is a red flag on a date.
Yeah.
On a first date?
I get where he's coming from. It's just because it seems out of the ordinary.
Yeah. And to do that to set the tone, like, yeah, this is what I do. This is the
yeah.
type of thing that I'm used to.
I mean,
Niggas getting a little nervous.
I wouldn't do it, but I wouldn't think it's a problem if the waitress said sparkling or still and I said sparkling. Now I'm getting looked at crazy because I said sparkling?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm getting into. You know what I mean?
What do you think? Okay, so for example, if we're on a date,
Right.
and the waitress comes and says, sparkling or still for the table? And I say sparkling. What's going through your head right now?
She wants Wagyu.
Yeah, exactly. She wants Wagyu or like a lobster for appetizer or something. But when when a woman hears that, like what you really want to see is a woman look confused. Like, what? What's the difference? Like, that's fire.
That's fire? Being on a date with an idiot?
Yeah, that's fire.
No, it's not an idiot.
you
It's
know,
just
She doesn't know
Don't
the
shame
difference
them,
between
Zoe.
sparkling and still.
You got to show her some new things now.
Yeah.
Bro, you mean?
yeah.
Yo,
Showing
Zoe been
her
on a
new
dozen
things.
of those before. This girl, what? She used
Those-
to sell their nuggets.
Yeah.
No.
She
That's
really
a good
just had you
date.
thugging. Yeah. That's a great.
That's a good date. A girl
Yeah.
that ain't-
Reference to Lucia.
that's a good date. A girl that ain't never been nowhere and you're the first one to take her somewhere.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's about to be great. It's about to be
Yeah.
amazing.
Because she's so appreciative of everything. That's all we want. All we want is just a little appreciation.
Hold on. I can still be I can't even say this word.
Yeah.
I can still be appreciative and know the difference between still and sparkling water.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't now make me high maintenance or, oh, she's been around because she knows the difference between sparkling and still water. What the hell?
Wow, they make the guacamole at the table.
Like,
Yeah, you have no idea.
No, it doesn't mean you've been around. It just means you've been places. You know what I mean? That's it.
but what's wrong with a woman who's been places?
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing.
We're having a little fun, but you know, there's different signals to different things. You know,
Yeah.
that's all it is. That's all it is.
And to a guy that doesn't want to spend a lot of money, or if he's
Yeah.
just going on a date to try and fuck like later.
Oh my God.
Because men do. No, there are men that do that. He will hear that answer and be perturbed.
Yeah. And I feel like that's pointless unless you actually like her like as a person for
Yeah.
real.
What's
going
pointless?
on dates with girls you're just trying to smash, unless you really, really like her like as a person.
God forbid you want to spend time with women that you want to have sex with.
I just said unless you really like her as a person.
But I mean, you don't
If you
have
just have a physical attraction to someone, you don't really like them like that. Why are you spending extra amounts of time when you guys just want to be physical?
because I feel like it's about just basic respect.
No, it could be done in a respectful way. There's never been someone where it's like you didn't really have an interest in them as a person, you just had a physical attraction. And it's like, yo, let's skip all because all this is just buffering. Like we're just loading, making each other feel better until we do
GTA
what we
menu.
really want to do. Let's just skip all that. Just get straight to it.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
I've definitely had situations like that before, but also it wasn't just like, oh yeah, you know, you're only sex and sex only. Like, yeah, him and I were cool, of course. I never wanted anything more with him. But it wasn't just like, yeah, like it wasn't just okay.
Maybe that's
I
more of
come
a guy
over-
thing then.
And just
I mean,
get
it takes
naked.
two to tango, right?
Yeah. No, but I mean, maybe it's more of a guy thing then, because I'm not gonna lie. In my past, there's definitely been, and it's not a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah,
There's definitely
this is
been
younger you.
There's definitely been a couple people where it's like I wouldn't want to spend the afternoon with them.
But you would still have sex with them.
Yeah, because they're bad.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, some people you
You-
can
you
only
like-
take in small doses.
Yeah.
It's like they're not a bad person, but it's like you can't be around them for too long.
You also find that out sometimes a little too late.
yeah.
You know?
After you sleep with them, don't kill me.
You
You
already
watch what? Yeah, I should have.
you already commit to staying the weekend, and you find out like after day one that they're actually annoying.
No, that's real.
Jeez.
That's real. I'm sure people get those same stories when they fly out somewhere and shit too. You know?
Yeah.
Do you ever have the thought of, am I normal or is everyone just really weird?
Oh, that's what you're going through right now.
I live in that.
I feel like when I hear stories, like my homeboys tell me stuff about how girls approach them or things that girls say to them in the DMs or some of the things that girls page them on, am I normal or is every girl just weird? Or am I weird?
Yeah, I mean, I would say you're different than most women, kind of like
Kinda is crazy.
Yeah.
yeah,
A
because
little bit.
You're
Yeah.
it has to do with your life, your experiences. I think you would even say that you've lived a life that most people haven't lived, which makes you think in different ways than most people probably do think. So it would very depend.
How do
Like,
you feel about that?
But
What'd he say?
that I've lived a life that most people. I
I would argue that probably all of us in here, because one of my friends told me this before too, even just like back in the day when me and my cousins were just running around all the time. One of our other friends is like, yo, you guys are out like almost every weekend. Do you guys realize that like that's not normal? Like
Who's that
regular
almost
people
every weekend?
No, you talk about like my friend group and like my cousin and stuff. They're like, yo, regular people don't have motives every weekend.
That's true.
Like people don't have things to do. They don't get invited to places and have the option to go places every weekend. And I was thinking about, I was like, yo, that's actually true. But if it's just your life, you don't think about that. But
They don't got as many stories.
yeah, like people aren't as active as we probably are. That's why it's like a bigger, you know, when people go out and they like make it a real thing. Cause like this is the one time you're going out for like the next 3 months.
Oh,
Damn.
man. Yeah.
That's a lot of people's lives.
Most people, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the most out of the ordinary things probably amongst this cast. Y'all be out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys be outside, man. That shit-
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, you guys.
Coming from the king of outside.
Mr. Motives.
Anyways, let's do an intro. Everyone, welcome to episode 13 of the Relentless Diaries podcast. I'm your main host, Zoe.
I'm Trezor.
Clyde.
Mucho.
Isn't it 12?
Oh, shoot.
Because we like, you know,
Yes, because we messed up 11. We went
redid
back.
11.
Yes, you're right. Okay, technically it is episode 12.
Welcome to our Juju Jaw episode. Rest up, Juju. You'll be back soon.
Rest up, Juju.
Yeah.
They've been doing Jaw dirty in the NBA, but it's cool.
What's going on with John in the NBA?
They clipped him.
Wait, what do you mean they clipped
his?
him?
They clipped his
him.
coach.
He's on the
clipped
bench?
him. No. I just mean like at one point, Jaw was like they had him as this is our guy.
next
Yeah.
And
They clipped him.
What do you think led to that?
Well, it was his fault.
What do you think the incident was
It was
that led
definitely
to
his fault, but the
But I mean-
Grizzlies and Jaw get a lot less coverage now.
It's also our
Facts.
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers,
Oh, I was about to do the
Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, wow.
This is like the 23
This is actually
of
not
football.
a bad. Yeah, I was gonna say this
12
is
is
not
a
a
good
bad
number.
number for
Damn.
some
Literally the
football
GOAT
players.
and Breeze and yeah.
12 is
Yeah.
a good number.
At the Tom Brady yet.
All right, well, it's good. Good number. How's everyone's weeks going? What are y'all? What's new? What's not new? What's popping? Not popping?
Oh, we were hanging out Thursday.
Yeah, I saw y'all in the
Studio.
studio.
We went to the
Oh yeah, I
studio.
clipped one of the
yeah.
Went to the studio.
Yeah. Yeah, expect more on Twitch, no?
Yeah.
Come on,
Hopefully,
Yeah.
if I can get a schedule.
You can get a schedule.
Yeah. My days are busy, bro. I don't know if I can sit on Twitch for 6 hours.
I feel you.
Yeah.
So
I
don't
can
know,
never
man.
be a streamer.
I had a regular week. I had something interesting happen at like I went today to an off like on location shoot. I do shoots for my work. And there was a character that worked at this office, I'll say without and I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Kevin Samuels episode of Atlanta. Have you guys seen that episode?
No.
Yes.
I think so. Yes.
Okay, you know the end where he's like working at the store and then the like girl he had a crush on comes by?
Yes.
So a gentleman that looked like that guy,
Like he's like kind of white passing, but like
white passing,
blackish.
biracial,
Yeah.
but his fade is really fresh and
Yeah.
everything. He's got the earrings and everything. Had like a whole day just, you know, doing shoots and he's working, doing his job. And I'm like, shout out to homie. Because on my way out, he just, hey bro, love the pod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I appreciate listeners and for people not blowing it up while I'm at my 9 to 5. So you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
real.
nice.
He said that on the low.
yeah, appreciate it.
That's a
That's
real
nice.
one.
That was my week. How was your week?
I don't know. Work is work. I have now moved up the corporate ladder.
Hey.
You know?
Let's do a random applause for that. Yeah.
I feel like, you know, and like I said, when we sat, or Tresor and I, when we did the creator kickback that Imani did like a month ago, basically, people were asking me, you know, how do you balance your corporate job and, you know, doing the pod, and people didn't know how to pursue their creator dreams while also keeping a 9 to 5. And it's funny that I had, and we talked about on the show, I had my top boss sitting like literally right there. And then a couple weeks later I got, and obviously that's not why. I'm really good at my job.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think it's possible. I want people to know that it is possible. I feel like when you find the right place that lets you be yourself, that respects your crafts, they're not going to put you in a box. They're not going to hold you down. I think I'm a good example of that. So I think it's cool that I am moving up
Yeah.
corporate ladder.
You're a good example of someone that could do both. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's been good. April is here, which means that Carnival is 25 days away.
Yeah.
Hope you guys are in the gym. Hope you guys are getting fit
Hell
because Yard Mass is going to be welcoming us to Jamaica. And I mean, I have to get fit. My costume is way more revealing than y'all. But
Nah, just wait. Nah, I'm playing.
okay, you know what? You know what?
Musho's
You
gonna be
know
wearing
what?
a crop top.
Like seriously.
Oh.
But what
Cut.
are you most excited about for Carnival?
What am I the most excited about? Honestly, seeing Jamaica. Like that sounds like cliche or whatever, but yeah, I've never been. I feel like Jamaica has like a big influence on Toronto in my life as well. So just going out there and just seeing like the culture and stuff, like I feel like it's a long time coming. So yeah, just like stepping off the plane and just being there.
It's a great feeling. I can't wait for you to feel it.
Oh hell yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I've never been to Jamaica like not with family.
Jeez,
So I
we're
think
about
it'll be
to
a
have a
different
time.
experience.
Oh.
We're about to
I've
have
gone
a
out,
time.
like I've gone out with my brother and stuff, but like my
Yeah.
family is there.
Yeah.
I've never gone just with friends, so that's what I'm excited about.
How do you feel about playing mass?
I mean, when you storm, it's like 80% mass.
No, it's not. No, it's
I don't know if it is.
not. It's definitely not.
Mass without the food and
Have
the
you ever
costumes
played mass
and
before?
no.
Okay, this is gonna be a different experience for you.
Mass without the
Because
food.
you're gonna get unlimited drinks.
Yeah,
you're
it's
gonna
mass
get
without the food and the drinks.
Yes,
and the
no,
costume.
you're gonna feel the difference.
Yeah.
You're definitely gonna feel the difference.
You're gonna be part of like the setup.
What
and
about you,
stuff.
half Trini man?
Well, yeah, I'm half Trini. I've been to Jamaica, but
Oh,
when
really?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
I went to Jamaica in 2016.
Oh,
The
word.
second last time I traveled. I've only traveled once since then, and it was like a year after that. Been to Jamaica. I never went off the resort though. So
That's different. A real Jamaican
When
party.
people tell me they're in Jamaica or they're going to Jamaica and they're on a resort, I physically get sick. Like I feel
who
sick.
am I gonna call?
Yeah.
I just feel
if you don't know
sick.
My
nobody,
family not
I
out
mean,
there.
and I get it. I get it because, you know,
I was with family too. So.
yes, I get it. Jamaica is a third world country. And if you don't know a country, you don't know how to navigate. And, you know, people hear things about safety. And don't get me wrong, yes, those are all things to consider. But Jamaica is an island that you can't be on the resort. Like, it's simply not one of those. Like,
I would leave if
you
I was-
have to leave.
But like
You
if I was
have
with
to
friends,
leave.
maybe not with family.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Even if I was,
Even
I'm
when
sorry,
you're
even
with
if I was with
family.
family.
I think even when
there's
you're
like,
with family.
there's like those niggas on the beach that are like beach boys, right? That like they're like kind of like helping the tourists out, do like random shit. If you ask
yeah.
them what's good, they'll show you.
Depending on who you are, kind of,
Yeah,
yeah.
it depends.
Yeah.
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 Shit. When I was at an
Oh,
Africa,
I went to the Burger King that was like down the road. I didn't, yeah.
Nah. You gotta
Not even
go.
the KFC.
with a function.
Yeah.
No, not.
You gotta go to like a function.
There was
or
a
you
market
gotta
nearby,
go-
but it was. I wouldn't count that as like.
The best Jamaica trips that I've had are with my friends off the resort. Like with my friends in Kingston or with my friends, we do like a day trip of Ocho Rios. Like that is the best time I've ever had in Jamaica. And now I can never go back. Even when I do like half Kingston, half resort, get to resort, I'm like, what the hell am I here for? Like I get pissed. I'm like, bro,
yeah.
this is not, it's not the vibe.
Jamaica is not the place to just sit on the beach the whole time.
You
I
could,
mean, you
but
can. It's just like the resort is just different. Like I get it, you have the beach access, and Anguilla's different. Where when you go to Anguilla,
Anguilla sounds boring, so you could just be on the beach the whole time.
yes, Anguilla is a
Yeah.
bit boring because it's so small and like there's no nightlife. But Anguilla, all the beaches are public, so you can go to the Four Seasons and post up on their beach. You can't do that in Jamaica
Oh, wow.
because all the resorts own the beaches that they're on. See what I mean?
I feel like the percentage of people in Anguilla at any given time that's a tourist is higher than Jamaica.
The what,
So,
sorry?
The percentage of people at Anguilla at any given time that are tourists is higher than Jamaica.
yeah,
So
Why do you?
Because there's not that many Anguillans like that. I don't think so.
like population wise.
Okay, maybe.
But it's a decent amount of tourists. So they're like, fuck it, let's just open it up. But because they have, a decent amount of Jamaicans on the island, it's kind of fucked up. But I feel like the government's like, nah, let's just
they
save-
gotta regulate it.
Yeah, let's just save these for the people that pay a lot to have access. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
So people would be on the beach more in Jamaica if it was possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like just regular, like the people that live there. You don't really go.
We
on
need
the
a
beach
majority
much.
beach day. We're gonna be one day.
Yeah, open them up,
For
man.
who?
Us. When we go.
When we go,
we need one day where we're just. on
we're
the
gonna be
beach.
in Kingston, yo.
What does that mean?
We're gonna
It's
be in the
tough.
city.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I mean, there's like Hellshire Beach. There's like a few like okay, but you're not gonna get like
So
a
it's
beach.
we're just 6 days partying, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, we
Welcome
could
to my
probably
world.
get a beach day in. I plan to go to the beach. What'd you say?
Clive's like, what did I sign up for?
Yeah. I mean, I can.
Yo, my social battery's not fit for this shit.
Yeah, we can
I'll film.
We can go to the
Yeah.
beach like maybe after
last day?
Yeah, maybe like last
Because
day.
mans are leaving Wednesday, so we could go on Tuesday, no?
I'm leaving Wednesday, so we can go Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, or before. I mean, no, because you guys land on Thursday.
Land on Thursday, yeah.
Okay.
Will you be at the beach before we come when you're linking up
Yeah.
with your...
No, I'm gonna be at a hotel the weekend before.
Oh,
I'll probably be
Hell
at
yeah,
the beach.
my fault.
What hotel you going to?
G Jam.
What the hell's that?
It's the one that like all the like rappers and stuff stay at it. But
Who you going with?
no, my brother does a lot in like the media space in Jamaica, and they're having like a weekend of parties. So that's why I'm going early. He's like, yo, just come. Like I already have
Yeah.
a room, so y'all can just take the room. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
G Jam.
Yeah.
Where's that? Montego Bay?
Yeah.
Boy.
Hell yeah.
Well then.
Damn.
So I'll be chilling for a bit.
Living.
We'll see if you make it out alive.
I'll make it out alive.
I don't know. I don't know.
That nigga just gonna go mute.
Yeah.
Ray and nephew. We need Ray and nephew as soon as we touch down.
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm the type of person like when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Because I know it's like some people, they go to the Caribbean or some places that don't have it, and they're just like, or it's not as plentiful, and they're just like, I need tequila. Nah, man.
Tequila's not
Yeah,
the wave
tequila's
in Jamaica.
not. Yeah, you're not gonna
Rum.
get
Yeah,
it.
you
It
can't
has
be
to
in
be
Jamaica.
rum.
Rum,
We all know annoying people like that
rum.
though. Like,
Yeah.
bruh, just drink
White
what these people are
rum,
doing.
dark rum.
Yeah.
Appleton, Ray and nephew.
Or red stripes.
Jamaicans don't
Stripe
fuck
beers.
with spiced rum.
Captain
Yeah,
Morgan
you might-
and them. You
Not
can't.
Captain Morgan.
Not Captain
like,
Morgan.
Isn't that
Like
spiced
a-
rum?
Yeah,
like,
but better
is.
than
like
that,
an island
bro.
spice
Yeah.
rum. Like, yeah. They have spice rum. Yeah.
Okay,
You might get it.
I would fuck with that. I love spice rum.
Yeah, but you're gonna get like good Appleton though. Like apple.
Good Appleton.
Yeah.
That exists? All right.
They have like I forgot what it's called. Like the Appleton. Is it like the Kingston or the
Appleton XO.
No,
We
you.
need
I forgot what
the
it's
Hennessy
called.
White. We need that.
But it's like a different type of
word.
Appleton. That's pretty good. Listen.
Yeah. Listen,
Jama-
I'm simple, yo.
But if you're trying to go there looking for, just go to the airport and get tequila if you want it before. Because for you to try to source tequila, it's gonna be,
Yeah.
it's gonna be more expensive.
I could drink Appleton.
Oh
for
no,
a
I
week.
just said
That's
I
fine.
don't mind. I'll
Yeah.
do whatever
You're
y'all
gonna
do.
do
I could drink Appleton for a week. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever the locals are doing. Yeah.
All right. How do we want to get started? Do we
Oh,
want
and
to
real quick,
Oh.
I think I got my first prediction right. I forgot to say this last week, but my first prediction of the I think so. I think I said that they're gonna call an early election.
Oh,
I think I said that.
You
Someone,
did say-
someone
yeah.
did tag us saying this is you guys are up one.
There we
Mucho's
go.
up one for a prediction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they called the early election that could have happened in October, but I saw where shit was going. Happening in April at the end of the month.
I think it's happening. Ooh, correct me if I'm wrong. April 25th or April. It's April 20 something.
Wait,
I think
sorry,
it's a
like a federal, like a.
Yes,
yeah.
wake up, Canadians. There's a federal election
Yeah, wipe
happening.
that crust out your
Sorry,
eye.
hold
In
on.
the
Pierre and Craney, the guy, are,
Carney,
are,
Carney.
are going at it
Craney.
at the end of.
Crazy.
Yes.
or-
Everybody,
this
wake
is
up.
This is happening in April.
April.
Yes,
yeah.
see, wake up, Canada.
They sprinkle, but in his defense, they did just sprinkle it in, and there's not a lot of like
Yeah.
news push about
Yo,
it.
conservatives are shook.
Well,
are,
yeah, right.
They're
and
shook.
he's basically what Mark Carney is doing is he's pulling a Doug Ford.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
snap election.
A snap election right now. Labor, I believe liberals are still favored. We'll see.
They're slightly favored in the polls, but this is like a huge upset if the Liberals win.
Why?
This is like one of the biggest upsets in the history of Canada.
You think so? If the liberals win?
Because 2 months ago, like that's why Trudeau had to
Pierre blew a 3-1 lead, bro.
basically. That's why Trudeau had to resign because they were at like the lowest approval ratings. The Liberals, they were like in like 25 years or something.
But do people dislike the Liberal Party or do people dislike Justin Trudeau? Those are
Both.
two different things.
Yeah, right. Well, it was intertwined, true. But I guess it's two things. Carney seems to be more popular than Trudeau, but also what came out of nowhere is what Trump's doing, right? So Trump is, he's doing all these tariffs and stuff. And now Canada's uniting with an anti-American front. And that doesn't jive well for conservatives because typically, like historically, conservatives were the ones that were tight with Americans. So you think of people like Stephen Harper, like he was George Bush's best friend, right? So their voter base,
Best friend?
they're good friends. They're good friends.
Trump hates Pierre and he likes Carney. Yeah.
Well,
Does Trump like Carney? I don't know if that's been...
He speaks positively about more positive than he does about Pierre.
Well, kind of. That's a recent development. He said
Very recent, yeah.
He said that like a week or so ago because he himself was questioned about how it looks like you gave the liberals the win. He was on Fox News or something. A correspondent was like, Trump, it looks like you gave the liberals the win in Canada. How do you feel about this? And then Trump flipped it like nobody was expecting him to answer.
It's easier to deal with.
But he flipped it like, oh, I don't like Pierre anyway. It's going to be easier to deal with the liberals. But now people are like, is that reverse psychology?
Yeah.
Are they trying?
It's like they're banding together because they don't like Trump, and then Trump doesn't co-sign the conservatives, so that works for the liberals.
Yeah, he might be.
That's weird.
Yeah, he might be trying to do some. Yeah, sorry, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, reverse psychology. It could be that. Yeah.
So he might. So that's why it's getting flipped in on the liberal side. But nobody could have expected this 2 months ago. That's why it's such a big upset. It looked like 100% it was going to be conservatives in Ontario, conservatives in Canada. So it looks like it might get.
I don't know. I feel like Mark Carney. I mean, I'm not super up to speed with him. I've watched a few, clips. He was on a podcast recently, and I know he's a big finance guy. Like he's really big with economics.
He ran the Bank of England.
Yeah, and apparently, allegedly, from what I remember reading, is that he helped England get out of a massive debt crisis.
Yeah, he was there. I believe he was there for the end of them coming out of the recession, but I don't know if you could give him all the credit because he left shortly after.
Maybe a contributor.
Yeah, sure.
But isn't he also already has or is going to cut carbon tax?
Yeah,
that's why gas is cheaper now. If anyone noticed, y'all don't drive.
I don't drive, so I didn't know.
I'm sure you noticed. Gas was like $1.20 something.
He's only been in office for like 11, 12 days, and he already did that.
Yeah. So what?
I had to fact check a rumor I heard about the Craney guy and
Carney.
Jeez. It's a bad rumor, so it's good I mispronounced it. Anyways,
what's a bad rumor?
That he was on the island with.
He was on Epstein Island.
He was on
Epi Island.
Was he?
Because there's
Island is
there's
crazy.
some crazy pictures of him or something like art that he's bought that's resembles.
He was on the EI.
Yeah, so that's why Trump like.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
God,
You're stupid.
You're very silly.
Stupid.
yeah, well, we'll see how things go at the end of the month, but yeah, I called it.
I can't, but wow, end of the month. Okay.
1 for 1 for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you might be
man.
good still.
At the end of the day, politics, elections, the government, right?
Yeah, you know what? I couldn't agree more, to be honest.
Yeah, hell yeah, Chisor. That's
Point-
one
Where
thing
are
all
we
of
without
Canada
that
could
point?
agree on.
Point is, Canadians need to stay informed on our government. It is listen, my grandfather, God rest his soul, he always used to say, living in a democracy is a privilege and you need to exercise your right to vote. So if you are listening to this podcast and you have a brain and you have two working, if you're mobile or can be mobile, go to the polls and vote. Get off your ass and vote.
And even
Because there are people who live in countries who don't have the right to do that. And it's a privilege to stop staring at. I hate when you stare at me like that when I'm ranting.
I'm looking at you while you're speaking.
You're like deadless looking at me.
Like, what am I supposed
Like,
to
you
do?
know-
Chisor has dead eyes.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
wild.
he's like waiting for me to shut up.
Yeah, it's a
She's
psychopathic look.
speaking, and I'm looking at her. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Do you think she's paging you? No, you voted last time in the
vote.
provincials.
Yeah, I vote.
You should be everyone in this room, including cameramen,
Yeah.
should be voting. Need to exercise your right to vote in every election, whether it's municipal, provincial, federal is very important. So everyone, please keep informed and vote liberal. Please and thanks.
Are we allowed to say that? Fair enough.
Why not? Can we not?
No,
Is that not allowed?
No, you can.
It's allowed.
Yeah, but now you're biased. So you're not getting any looks from the conservative camp.
Damn.
You know, like you know how Six Buzz gets all that money from Doug Ford.
Hey man, that's crazy. That's crazy. First of all, second of all,
Hey, man. Government brand deals are real, bro.
I mean, I hear that.
Very real.
I hear that. I just think I don't know, man. That Pierre, maybe I could be biased, but the Pierre guy's throwing me off, and the way he pronounced Niger with the heart.
What? What did he do?
You never heard that?
No, I didn't see that.
Bro, Pierre, I'm not pronouncing his name.
Polyev.
Pierre Polyev was welcoming someone or trying to do a tribute to someone from Niger,
Yeah.
the African country.
Right.
And he used the hard G. Huh? Yes. Google, I don't know. Literally, guys, this was a thing.
Didn't see that.
I don't know how
Wait,
this was.
He used the hard G?
Yes.
Yeah, not Niger.
Not Niger.
Oh, Niger.
Yo, you know what?
But
Oh,
why
my
would you
bad.
say the
Please.
hard
I'm sorry, I'm
G?
sorry.
Thank you.
I'm like, why are we toying around this off?
But I was so confused. Why would you say the hard G?
Because I was trying to not say the N-word on
No,
air.
so then say the hard R.
No. You didn't. Well, both,
God.
I guess.
Is that not what you
no
said?
child
You said?
left behind.
The hard ER is said already in Niger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
But if he's saying the actual word,
Okay.
the word that people call hard R,
right.
why would you not just say hard R?
So-
Yes, because... Are you playing it?
Let's
Yeah,
see. Yeah, play it.
Okay, we're going to have to block this on YouTube.
My condolences to the family of Hardeep Singh Niger and loss.
Please mark what time that is so we know.
I got you.
Yeah.
What a Freudian slip. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, see, and it's just no one thing. The way this rolled off his tongue made me uncomfortable. Because are you used to saying that word?
He's
Like,
gotten
why?
that off like 4 or 5 times.
That's
that
worse
day.
than the girl on the show with Lou Williams in them.
Oh, what did
When she said niggets
Yeah.
instead of nuggets.
Oh, jeez. Anyways, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I already did.
You did.
Like I said, just do your... Minimum I can say is do your research.
Yeah.
But it's always interesting to me where I see so many... And I live in a neighborhood that's very high in immigrants. And I see
They
a
might
lot
vote
of...
for Jack Meat.
No, I see a lot of blue signs on their lawn.
Word.
Yeah, I see a lot of blue signs on their lawn. And it's funny because I was home the other day and the conservative, I guess, rep of my city or where I live came to my door like, can I count on your vote? And I looked at her card and I looked at her and I said, we don't vote conservative in this house.
Oh, hell yeah.
And she was like, oh, really? And I said, yes, ma'am. And we had to stare off for maybe like 10 seconds. And I said, all right. And then she's like, well, have a good day. And I just closed the door.
She didn't try to convince you? That's all she had?
No, you know, and I thought about that too. I said, girl, isn't your job to like, what's the word?
It was
Help me.
a white lady.
No, she was Indian. What isn't your job to what's the
Convert?
word?
Yeah.
What's the politic? Or
Yeah.
like what's the word?
The debate?
No, guys, what's the word? When you
Persuade.
No!
Damn.
What's the word where you yes, thank you. Oh
you
my
go.
God.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you
Are
go.
you supposed to
I
campaign?
had that.
Yeah, right. That should have been in my brain. Thank you. Isn't your job to campaign?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be going door to door like, vote conservative? And if you're not voting conservative, here's what I'm gonna do for the city. And you know what I'm saying?
I'll give her some empathy because I feel like if I knocked on your door and I was like, vote conservative, and that speech that you were just talking about you gave, I feel like I would have saw it in your eyes. I can't convince this lady.
But she didn't even try.
Yeah, she saw it in your eyes. Yeah,
That 10 seconds was all she needed. She saw all she needed.
you like say something.
See, when them people come to my door, I just agree with them. Hey, can I count on your vote? Yep. Boom.
Nah, get a backbone, yo.
But why? I've never seen this person again in my life.
Doesn't
Get off
matter.
whatever will
Let-
get you off my stairs faster.
So Mucho, when the Jehovah Witness comes to your door,
Oh, that's a good question.
what do you do?
Nah, I'm pretty nice. My neighbor was a Jehovah's Witness. He was cool, but it was just annoying. Like, it was like birthdays and shit. He's like, no, I can't. Shut up.
I remember the abortion people came to my door.
The abortion? Really?
Yeah.
Like the pro-life?
Yeah.
So you're just like, I agree.
You say, yep, I agree. You can count on my vote.
Yeah.
Like,
They were
That's a weird
asking,
campaign, door to door.
They were asking
abortion.
like strange questions. They weren't just saying like, "Oh, do you believe in abortion or whatever?" They're like, "Oh, do you believe that babies should have a chance to live?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Or they're like, "Oh,"
that's how they
that's
get
how they-
you.
yeah, that's how
It's
they
the
get
way
you.
they
and they're
word
like,
it.
"Oh, people blah blah," and I'm like, "Well, I mean, people should be able to do what they want to do, but I hear you."
Yeah.
And then it's just like
You know
like,
what?
all right, well, thanks.
It's like one abortion point or anti-abortion point that like a lot of pro-black people have, where they're like, "This is black genocide,"
I heard that one.
and I'm like,
It's so stupid.
I mean,
And where does the white man put the abortion clinic? In the hood.
yeah. They be on that shit.
Is that true? Like, do the abortion clinics be in the hood?
I'm sure they're more concentrated in lower.
I will say that ain't by accident. Though.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't by accident.
There's a controversial.
Is it the G word though? No.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far, but
genocide.
there's I don't know, like it ain't
We're still saying strong words
I won't
up
lie,
to
in
this
my
point.
head, I thought you were trying to say ghetto.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm like ghetto.
But I will say this: there's a controversial study. I don't know how controversial it is, but it's by. Have you guys ever heard of this thing called like Freakonomics?
what is that, like Freaknik?
Okay.
You've heard about Freakonomics back there, right?
Some Diddy something.
No. It's just a pop economics book, like a mainstream economics book. They just put like a funny phrase on it, I guess. So Freakonomics. Anyway, the one thing that blew it up, Stephen Levitt, I believe that's his name. The one thing that blew his book up was this one theory that he had on why crime decreased in the mid-90s. Is because abortion spiked from like the 80s to 90s type thing. And so a lot of kids that would have been very hyper violent ended up getting aborted. So this is
Whose theory is that?
this is a very popular theory by like you could look it up.
This book says they got rid of the bad ones in the 90s.
Oh, jeez.
And this is like a very famous economics author, probably one of the most famous.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Stephen Levitt in Freakonomics. That was his theory. And so when you hear things like that, and then you hear these pro-black people say things like that too, I'm like, you guys are arguing in a macro sense. And I don't think that's a good argument for people on the micro sense, right? Because I still think everybody should have the option of being pro-choice. But it's just funny when you see like popular books like that, popular people with those theories.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
Damn.
A little dark, I'm sorry, but yeah.
No.
Anyways, y'all, make sure you vote. Okay, let's get it popping. Pinky Doll. And the Pinky Doll is the girl who makes the sounds.
Oh, what a pivot.
That was why I wasn't sure how to.
Why? Do we not want to stop?
No, get us out of this, main host.
Yeah, go, please do.
I mean, let's pick up the docket.
Yeah,
so Pinky Doll.
Yeah, Pinky.
She was the
Pinky
girl.
doll after abortion. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Why, did she have one?
No.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
Who knows?
Point is, Pinky Doll, the girl who did the wow, yum, thank you, cowboy, lick it up. Like
Yes.
she did this.
Yes, you're painting a picture.
She did the sound effects on TikTok.
Yep.
And would get like crazy money because people would send her gifts for doing these weird sounds. She is now going to be on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
I saw her.
Good for her. Wow.
Is that a good pivot though?
Yes.
Love and Hip
It's
Hop is.
upwards. It's not lateral or digressing.
You think it's upwards?
Yes.
For NPC
From what she was
content
doing-
live streams on TikTok, and now you're on a reality TV
What's
show
so
that's
bad
on a
about
network.
Between being IG and Vine famous and being on the Billboard charts, what was Cardi B doing?
Love and hip hop.
Sorry, besides being what?
Between being Vine IG famous and being on the Billboard charts, what was she doing?
Wasn't Cardi B rapping? Yeah, she was rapping before Love and Hip Hop.
Okay, fine, but what?
It wasn't going nowhere.
It wasn't. Yeah.
These are the Vine days.
She
you're
started
speaking of.
rapping.
But I also feel like Cardi B is an Love and Hip Hop success anomaly.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Joe Budden.
Okay, hold on. Wow. We're not gonna compare Jocelyn Hernandez to Cardi B.
Fair enough, but she has Jocelyn's cabaret. She's I don't know. Like,
Cardi B.
okay, fair.
What are we doing right now?
I don't think that Pinky
Cardi
Doll is gonna
B's-
be Cardi B.
No, I'm saying Cardi B is when people say, "Oh yeah, Love and Hip Hop is this amazing platform." Because look at Cardi B. Cardi B is an anomaly for Love and Hip Hop.
I don't think anyone's called Love and Hip Hop an amazing platform.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
people use look, Cardi was on Love and Hip Hop. She was
Okay, fine.
not a very rare
Yeah.
to start on Love and Hip Hop and end up to where Cardi is.
You're
You know what I'm saying? Cardi is, you can argue she's an industry plant, whatever you want to say, but she's a Grammy Award winning, platinum record selling rapper, female rapper. You know what I mean? She is, you can argue that she's a fashion icon, like things like that. So now not the average woman, out of all the women who have been on Love and Hip Hop, None of them have come close to Cardi after the show.
Yeah, but none of them were like her though. She definitely had the best draft like prospect stock out of the girls on Love and Hip Hop.
In what sense?
Cardi B.
Like she's had the most personality. She was the most likable.
She was funny.
She was funny,
She could barely speak
entertaining.
English.
She can barely speak English.
That helps. It's kind of funny how she talks.
Oh my god.
Like, I think she was the best prospect. Cause
Yeah.
who else?
Is there anybody else that did a Love and Hip Hop stint and their career went upwards?
Joe Budden.
Cardi and Joe are the only people I could think of.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
Safari.
Did it go up though?
Yeah, where was it before?
That's true.
she was
Yeah, I
an
guess.
escort.
Spice.
Was she an escort?
Spice.
Hold on.
Allegedly.
Did it go up?
We think Spice's career went up after Love and Hip Hop?
Well, more people knew her.
In American
in
audiences,
America.
yeah.
In America.
I don't like using that as a thing because like just because Spice was still Spice before Love and Hip Hop.
But there's the Jamaican diaspora and then there's America.
Yeah.
It exposed her to new eyes. American people didn't know
There's
Spice.
3 million people in Jamaica or something.
There's no way American people didn't know Spice.
They didn't know Vibes Cartel.
Come on. What are we talking about right now?
New York,
Americans,
New
they
York,
don't
New
like-
York and Florida. That's
Outside
it.
of New York and Florida, they did not know Vibes Cartel. I've had that conversation live. They did not know who Vibes Cartel was.
Not
That's
on the West
really-
Coast.
In
eh?
Chicago. In Chicago.
Oh, in Chicago.
Not
wow.
too far from New York and them.
And in Chicago, they jerk everything. Pause.
What's the
What?
No, they don't.
They jerk everything. It's like a common thing that Chicagoans do. They
Jerk
like-
seasoning?
Yeah, they like
They
to jerk
barbecue stuff.
everything. Jerk. It's like a huge thing in Chicago.
I've never had jerk anything.
Ask
in
a Chicagoan. Any Chicagoan that's listening, you guys are obsessed with jerk seasoning. I know this.
Have you been
Maybe
to
they
Chicago?
blend it into. Maybe they make it into something else, but
Yeah,
they
they're
don't
not
call
putting
it jerk.
pimento wood. No, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying they don't call it like jerk.
Yeah, they do.
Seasoning.
Yeah, they do.
they say what you just said about
I don't know.
In
I don't
Chicago-
know
I've never
about
heard
this.
that
It's
phrase
true.
in a combination of words.
Maybe, hopefully, we got some listeners in Chicago, but comment and just say, Mucho, you're right.
I don't know about this one.
They put jerk on everything? All right. Well, anyways, I don't really know. Like this whole Pinky doll on.
I'm happy for her. From Montreal to Miami, I'm happy for her.
Oh, yeah. She's from Montreal, eh?
Yeah.
So
Her
how
just doing her accent, and it sounded Montreal as hell.
I didn't know where she's from. I just did it because I saw her TikToks. I didn't know it was an accent. But she's from Montreal. So how did she move to Miami? How did Love and Hip Hop Miami pick her up?
I think they probably saw what we saw.
She got the O1 visa.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know. She was a
Her
really
O1 Visa doing sound effects on TikTok?
That's crazy.
You know, that's like if
After Jay Richards then told us he basically sold his left lung for a O1 visa, and this girl got an O1 visa from
it's
doing
life, man.
The world's
That's how
Look it
life
up.
goes.
Like
pop.
The clip I saw was her sitting at a table with Timbaland and him telling
Timbaland's on Love and Hip Hop now.
Timbaland was telling her, I see it in
Yeah,
you. You're a
low-key.
star. You know, I
No.
think you can make this pivot and you could really be one of them ones. I was like, oh my gosh. Streets is dead.
Timbaland is on Love and Hip Hop.
Well, he was in that scene.
Timbaland's a freaky boy, yo.
Yo, what's going on with that show, man?
It's supposed to be the outro of your career, you know? That's why we're talking about the outliers of people who went up after.
Do you
That
think-
is where you go to die.
But do you? Yes.
Wasn't Amber Rose on Love and Hip Hop too?
No, that was the BT
Wasn't she-
something.
Wasn't she on like the
she punched
college where
Jocelyn?
where she beat up Jocelyn?
She was on
Or
that,
got beat
but
up by
I
Jocelyn.
thought she was on Love and Hip Hop.
I don't know if Amber Rose was on Love and Hip Hop. I could be wrong, but I don't
Should've been
remember
on
her
there
being
with
on
the
Love and Hip Hop.
forehead tattoo.
Sin Santana was on Love and Hip Hop.
Who's he loving in hip hop?
Who?
Santana?
Sin Santana.
Sin
Oh.
Santana.
Sin
They said
Santana.
saucy.
Was Saucy Santana Love and Hip Hop?
I don't know.
He
man.
might have been.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. I don't know.
Or baddies, one of them.
Or the Atlanta show they had going with like Ari, Jada, and them. There was also that.
Who
But Love and
knows?
Hip Hop was like, yeah, Joe Budden, Sin Santana, Yandy, Steve, what's his name?
Stevie J.
Stevie J,
Yo,
Scrappy.
Stevie J's face used to kill me, yo.
Yeah. Ew.
That shit made me want to watch the show. No cap.
Yo, do that again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how he looked.
Yo, he was so funny. Stevie
Oh,
J-
Ray J was on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Safari, Erica Mena.
Safari.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're twin.
Yeah. There were some pretty big names on that show, but I do stand by that Love and Hip Hop is where you go for your career to die. No shade.
Yeah. Unless it's burgeoning. It just
Black
started,
Dancing
so.
with the Stars, you know? Like,
Damn, that's nasty work.
Nah,
That
but
is nasty
salute to
work.
Pinky Doll, yo. Come on the pod.
You would have her on the pod?
Yeah, why
What'd you
not?
talk about?
Huh?
What'd you talk about?
Montreal shit.
Okay, sure. Anyways, let's move on. Chris Brown announces his first stadium tour.
Fire.
Is it?
Did you throw in claps for that?
I threw in an air horn, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. What are we talking
All
about?
right. Solidarity with Chris Brown.
Before people start to people are gonna lose their minds.
I'm going to splice in the clip of Zoe screaming
Okay.
right after the air horn.
Don't be mad at us.
Yeah,
'cause
don't.
every 1 in 4 Instagram stories right now is people either screenshotting that they got tickets or didn't get tickets.
Not real.
So I don't want to hear it from y'all getting mad at us.
All right, so let's start. Chris Brown announced that he's going on a stadium tour. I think it's global. Wow. From what I know, I think it's the North America and definitely Europe.
Superstar.
Yeah, Chris Brown just said whatever country I can get into.
Yeah, kind of. And well, he did a stadium where in Africa, right? South Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of lit the fire under him and his team to now do a stadium
Oh,
tour.
I could do stadiums?
Yeah, he did that's one of the biggest stadiums in the world, I think, the one he did in South Africa.
Yeah. So he did that, and now he's doing a stadium tour for the 20-year anniversary of the Chris Brown self-titled album.
The what anniversary?
The 20-year anniversary.
Oh,
of
wow. The one with
the one that came out
in
2000.
Excuse me, and oh,
yes,
wow,
yeah.
shit.
Which is a great album. By
Yeah.
the way.
Might be a
That's
classic.
One of the
That's a
greatest R&B
great-
albums of all time, maybe.
Yeah.
You think so?
Let's pull
There's
it.
like not one bad song. It's like hard to find like a bad song on that thing.
One of the greatest R&B albums of all time.
One of the greatest I heard. Maybe I don't listen to enough, but
So that's Run It, Yo, Young Love, Gimme That, Your Man Ain't Me, Winner, Ain't No Way.
come on.
What's
No
my
way.
name? Is This Love? Poppin',
Come
Just
on.
Fine, Say Goodbye, the
Yeah.
Run It remix, and Thank You.
Yeah.
And the Gimme That remix with Wayne. Oh, my
yeah.
God.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Classic, certified hardwood.
Classic for sure.
Put that like
That's a classic.
hang it in the rafters.
rafters.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That's when he still had a lisp, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Once he lost that lisp, he became dangerous. I don't know what he did. He sold something there. I don't know. I'm saying.
He became dangerous. huh?
Yeah. I think he hit his second puberty or something.
He hit what?
He hit his second puberty.
But he lost the list.
Yeah. Too much testosterone.
Shout out to like boy singers that hit puberty and then are able to still figure out the vocals afterwards.
It's hard.
Him and Bieber
And
were able to
Bieber.
do that.
Yeah.
And
Prayers
Michael
up for
Jackson.
Bieber.
But you know what? Let's stop. Anyways,
Michael Jackson didn't change.
True.
what?
He didn't change.
When he didn't change,
His
like his
voice.
voice, it definitely changed from him being Jackson 5 to him being
Barely.
solo Michael Jackson. It definitely changed.
Yeah, he was more like.
Well, there's a big contention about what Michael Jackson's voice sounded like, right? Like
Yeah.
even normally.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they try and make it sound like he sounded like DDG, like just by himself, like while he's talking.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
how
said he was faking it.
Yeah.
They say the same about Prince too.
But in person, it was what?
Like deeper, like a regular, just
Yeah.
average voice.
It wasn't like this.
No.
Apparently, he does that for media.
Who was that? Was that Charlie Murphy or somebody said that?
There's a
like,
few people that have said that in interviews.
They like
Yeah.
Michael Jackson just turned around and was like, "Yo, what's good, dog?"
No. No.
Oh, I wish. Who said that? Yeah, there's.
We could find that Michael
Yeah.
Jackson deep voice,
there's
but
a few
yeah.
people.
Michael Jackson had a deep voice.
Apparently.
Yeah, like several people have said that he's fronting with the high pitched boy voice. Yeah, you know, but
I don't know if I hate that or I love that.
I'm done with roasting Michael Jackson.
Okay.
so yeah.
But anyways, so the stadium tour. Pre-sale happened, I think a Chris Brown pre-sale happened today or something like that. And then there's another pre-sale tomorrow that I think tickets go on sale officially on Thursday.
First male R&B stadium tour of all time.
Is it a first male R&B stadium? Is it?
I think so. Who else would it be? Like, this is crazy. Like, the fact that Chris Brown's doing this is insane.
Yeah.
I think
but
people
I
are not
mean,
taking this
he
in.
does have.
Well, Google's saying that it's the first
Yeah.
R&B. Well, I'm trying to find if there was another one, but I don't think so.
It can't be who? Usher? No.
I'll say Usher never did a stadium tour.
Who else? Bobby Valentino?
You know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you're right.
probably
Trey
is just him.
Songz, no.
No one else.
No one.
Mario Lloyd.
Mario Lloyd, no. Neo, no.
Yeah, there's no one
If
else.
you can't,
there's no one
well,
else.
if you can't like Beyonce and The Weeknd.
I said first male R&B artist.
Oh, male? Yeah, sorry. The Weeknd.
Not by
If you
himself.
can't, that
Or-
It was,
well, yeah.
he was headlining.
If
could
you
be
count
pop.
If you count
R&B.
the Weeknd, facts, but I don't know if I count him as R&B for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bit, and for that tour, it was very poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Michael Jackson.
With Michael Jackson?
The thing that Google decided was the first R&B stadium tour.
Oh, which one?
Michael
Related to Elvis Presley.
First R&B?
They call Elvis R&B too.
Hell
See,
no.
this
That's
the,
racist.
This the
man.
problem with AI, man.
Hell no.
What the hell? I hate that.
They
Elvis
put
Why'd you
Presley-
tell us that, man?
Yeah. No, we're not using that. Anyway, I would rather do Chris Brown than Elvis Presley any day. But are you guys going to go to the show?
No.
I would.
You draw the line at Chris Brown?
I'm like, what am I gonna do at the Chris Brown concert? I
You
didn't,
just
I didn't
not
go when
like
he
the
was
Do you just
Music
not
like
like
that?
Chris Brown or because, he's Chris Brown, he's
just
so
because
problematic?
just because he whooped people.
Oh.
No. I mean, I don't like him enough to just like allow how like wild of a dude he is.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? But I would go to a Playboy Cardi concert.
That's
But-
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
At
'Cause,
least,
Ruja, I
at
guarantee-
least you're laying it out. Yeah. Okay.
Because I guarantee one of, whether we know it or not, maybe. I guarantee one of your favorite artists, out of your top 5 artists, I guarantee one of them is be whooping people.
Yeah, facts.
I mean,
So,
you
you know,
said
it is what it is.
yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's kind of fucked up, but a lot of people, they separate the artists in their music.
Would you have guessed that Chris Brown would be able to do a stadium
No
tour?
way! I
Like,
wouldn't have known this. I'm still surprised. And
Yeah.
It looks like the tickets are moving.
They are.
They are.
And I feel like it's at the point now where I don't think people care anymore what others think about the artist they like. I think that's just a thing of the past.
The whole
I hope
cancel
so.
culture thing.
Yeah, because it's like people are gladly posting that they're going to the Chris Brown concert. People are gladly reposting Tory Lanez new music. Kim Kardashian reposted Tory Lanez album.
Really?
Yeah, like it's
just gonna get him free.
yeah, she's probably prison reform type thing. I don't know. So yeah, for better or for worse, depending on how people feel about it, I think the days of you getting paged for liking the artist are almost gone.
I hope so. I think people need to just mind their business.
Word.
I mean, I get it. People kind of want to play moral police, but again, the line is consistently moving on who people support versus don't support based on a number of factors, right?
Yeah.
But hey, man, it's on the internet. I have a TikTok. I went to Chris Brown's show. Was it last year? It was nostalgic for me. Chris Brown is a great performer. If I have the
Screamed your
opportunity,
head off.
okay, you always want to bring it back to me. Why couldn't you just leave it as I had a good
It's an
time?
important part.
But I kind of feel like, and I've had a conversation about this recently, that like I think the state of the world and just everything being expensive and the things that we enjoy doing socially outside of our lives or whatever is what it is. Concerts used to be kind of like a less than $100. You go, you could bring a friend or something. You could convince your friend, we're going to this show tonight. Now they're kind of like cult-like religious experiences. You spend like $300, to go see your favorite.
$300.
Oh yeah, you don't pay for concert tickets.
No, hold on.
has.
No, I'm just saying.
She's saying that's low.
That's low.
Oh, okay, yeah, three. I
Sometimes-
was gonna say 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7 if you want to be there,
There.
right there on the
Yeah.
floor and stuff like that. So it's kind of like you're not just doing that for an artist that you don't think is the greatest of all time, you know? So I think it kind of makes these shows into like, I call them religious experiences. They are so tailored to like the super fan. It's not like a casual thing. Because I don't know, concerts is one of the few things left that people will line up for and show up in real life.
I
you
love
know?
a good concert.
traveled to different cities for.
I love a good concert though.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're like very tailored to
But I low key like
the artist.
I don't want to shit on like people that go to stadium shows and arena shows because if someone's good enough, like Chris Brown, they could fill the room. But I do prefer like an intimate show.
My homeboy said the
more
same
like up
thing.
and coming. Like
yeah,
I
he
don't-
was like, stadium shows are always like so out of touch.
I'm
like
cool
it's
on
too
that.
big. The production is so massive. They look this big on the stage because the stage is so big and the lights are so bright and they have these massive screens. Like even when I saw Beyonce, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like even though we were technically close in theory, like you're not, like you're close, but it's like, yo, you still, like these cameras are doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
You know what I mean?
Seeing your favorite artist in a stadium is like seeing like a stand-up comedian in an arena. Like it's just. Have you ever seen a stand-up comedian in like
I would
Scotia?
not go to one of those.
Really?
I don't feel like
it just-
I don't feel like
it's-
it hits the same.
It's not made for that. Like stand-up comedy, what the like
Like
art
Kevin
and
Hart
platform.
or
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Kevin
Like,
Hart
they-
did
do
the
Scotiabank.
Eagles.
Yeah, they do stadiums.
Or
They do actual
stadium.
stadiums as
Yeah.
stand-up
Kevin Hart
comedians.
did a stadium.
Yeah.
He did a stadium
That's
here?
We did Rogers Center.
No. Well, I don't know if it counts as a stadium. It's like York's soccer field.
What the hell?
It was outdoors.
Well, I mean, also the Chris Brown show in Toronto.
Sobeys Field. Sobeys Field.
The Chris Brown show in Toronto is not at Rogers Center. It's at a new stadium that apparently they're building.
Oh, the one in North York.
Yes, it's still
Where
Rogers.
Veldon,
I
where
think.
Veldon shit is gonna be called. Yeah.
I think it's still Rogers, but it's a completely
I think it's
outdoor
called
stadium.
I think it's Rogers Stadium. I think
Something like
I don't
that.
know.
Yo,
Yeah.
don't piss me off.
And
Yeah.
That's what it's called?
There's
Yeah.
Rogers Center, now there's gonna be Rogers Stadium.
Oh,
Wow.
And apparently it's a completely outdoor stadium.
That's hard.
And it's a like
I don't like
outdoor.
that. I
Why
don't
don't you
like
like
that. Bro, we have warm weather 3 months out the year.
Yeah, but we need a venue where like we need a place where you could have like sick festivals. So like now you could have like some not
Yeah, but so you
Coachella, but
can't
something
close-
on that level. You could
Can't have
it
a
right now.
roof with a sick festival?
like a
Well,
retract.
is
a
Coachella,
retract-
does
like a
Coachella
retract-
have a roof?
No, but Coachella is like a compound. It's not in a
Oh,
stadium.
my bad. Maybe Coachella's not an example. Like Lollapalooza or something. Like and that's in Chicago. Same shit as us.
I don't like the outdoor stuff in places that get cold.
But if you want like cool summer festivals and stuff, like we need that kind of infrastructure.
Yeah, because it says Rogers Stadium, a new 50,000 capacity outdoor concert venue, is being built on the site of the former Downsview Airport in North Toronto. Location, the venue is located at the former Downsview Airport lands, now referred as YZD. Capacity will be 50,000. It will be a seasonal open-air music venue designed to host large-scale concerts and events. Live Nation Canada is building the venue in partnership with Rogers. The venue is set to open in June 2025.
Damn, Chris Brown about to open up a stadium, man.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild. Because I feel like a lot of people's first show, well, maybe black people, I don't know, first show will be Chris Brown at the Rogers Stadium.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who was y'all's first concert?
Spice Girls.
Word.
Spice Girls.
I
How old
believe
are
in
you?
2000 and... Wait, what?
Spice? I feel like we're too young. I feel like I'm too young for Spice Girls.
Nah.
A little bit. No,
Okay.
no, still young. Like,
Look, it's young.
You were
Yeah.
you then.
Like I
I've
was
heard
like
that
I
before.
was taught Spice Girls at a very young age by my older cousin.
I know you like to sing. Can you give me one song they got?
What do you mean? I'm not singing.
Oh, not on the spot?
No.
Tell me
What
Well, yeah, there's the
one
wannabes that
Okay, there you
everyone
go,
goes
there you
to.
go.
And then there's, well,
I
if
don't
you want
know
to go
any
into your
other song
Spice
besides
Girls
that.
bag, there's like Holler, which is like the
That was
Dark
Gwen
Child.
Stefani.
That's Holler Back Girl.
That's a banger too.
I thought you were talking about the job.
And there's the, what's it? Say You'll Be There is a banger too.
All right, you lost me, but I
yeah.
know if you really, really want. Okay, all right. So how old were you?
Ooh, I want to say I was like 9 or
Oh,
10.
Okay. Yeah. Your parents, that was a good, big treat for you.
Yeah. I was my older cousin, and she's 10 years older than me.
Oh,
so
gotcha,
she must have been like, 19, 20 at the time. And she brought me to a Spice Girls concert. And it was at Scotiabank Arena. It was like I think it was their 20-year reunion or their something reunion tour.
That's hard. You
Yeah.
won't forget that.
Yeah, something like the reunion tour. But yeah, went to Spice Girls.
That's fun.
Maybe
What
10
about-
years.
What about
Yeah.
you, Trezor?
Yeah, what about y'all?
I started going to concerts late. My first concert was Lil Uzi.
Word.
What?
That
You made it
concert
to
was-
2015
Spice
without
Girls and
seeing a
Lil Uzi.
concert?
Yeah. And that concert
That's
was booming. That was a great
Lil
concert.
Uzi was your first concert ever?
Yeah.
As
That
a
was like-
musician yourself too. That's
That was
wild,
like
bro.
5 years. That was like 5 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, 10.
Yeah, probably about
Maybe.
10 years ago.
You're in your 20s?
Maybe even like 8 years ago. Cause maybe Lil Uzi was popping in what, like 2016? He got like big with Lil Uzi versus the World.
It was around there.
Yeah, so like 2016,
Holy
2017.
smoke.
Did he perform EXO Tour Live?
No, this is
So
way
that was
before
before
that.
that? Oh,
This
okay.
was like Canadian Goose,
Yeah.
P's and Q's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2015.
so Lil Uzi versus the World. That tape or
Yeah.
that was the
Oh,
album.
Wow.
Oh, shout
That
out
was
to
a
you.
good
okay.
concert.
Where
That
did
was
you
I used
see
to
him?
love Lil Uzi. Yeah,
I feel
love.
like it was like Phoenix or something.
Yeah, okay.
Phoenix makes
Damn.
sense. It wasn't Sound Academy.
No,
Interesting.
that was a good concert. I was never a concert goer, and my mom was not buying no concert ticket for me. That was never happening.
I went to a lot of concerts, and I started young.
Me too. I went to a lot. Like I
What
got
was
it.
your first one, sorry?
My first one was Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
That's a big first
Was that
concert.
for what album?
2009.
Blueprint 3?
Blueprint 3 tour. Brought out Drake. NERD opened.
Jeez.
Wale opened.
Jeez.
J. Cole opened. J. Cole didn't even like Lights Please was his biggest song at the time. I remember.
Did he
too.
do a Star is Born?
Yeah, he came out during Jay-Z
During
set
A Star
to
Is
do
Born,
Star
yeah.
Is Born.
Jeez.
And Wale. This is when Chillin' was
Looking
Wale's son.
at
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah.
And seeing NERD perform was like crazy. It was one of the craziest
What?
things.
So Pharrell and Chad. Oh wait, no. What's NERD? Yeah,
Yeah,
Pharrell.
Pharrell
Yeah.
and Chad.
No. That's Neptunes. What's NERD?
I think isn't Chad
NERD is also
thing?
Pharrell.
Neptunes is Pharrell and Chad. I think NERD is Pharrell with the backing whatever.
of Chad and some. I thought
Yeah.
that maybe not. And he brought out Drake to Successful. That's the era we were in.
Damn.
It was on Halloween. It was
That's
a great
a
time.
different era.
So this was before Thank Me Later.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it was. It was in 2009.
This was
October.
before Lights Up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Before Light
damn.
Up. So Far Gone was his only project out.
Shit.
Yeah, my first one was OVO Fest 2010.
That was my second concert.
I think that was
we were
that
both
was.
there. We
Yeah.
were probably both at the lawn.
Wait, I think I wasn't in the lawn, but
Lost
OVO.
hearing when Eminem.
fault. My fault.
Wait, no, 2010.
You were 13 front row.
No, I lied. 2020, I was in grade 9. My first OVO, I was in grade 11.
Who came out?
Hold on 1 second. Yo. Question. In Chicago, do y'all put a lot of jerk
You're supposed to disclaim.
seasoning on stuff?
Yes.
Yes, nigga. First off, don't
Yeah,
ask
they
me
jerk
questions.
everything.
Whoa, first, just answer the question. Why are you trying to like yell at me? You coming out the cut yelling at me for what, bro? Like, what are you talking about? Y'all ain't never took me nowhere to get no jerk nothing in Chicago. Hopping on the phone yelling at me.
Alright.
Yo, thank you for having my back.
Come.
All right, thank you.
Yes, yeah, they jerk everything up here.
Okay,
And
bet.
they say it like
all right,
that.
thank you.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't know that.
You see, man.
I've been
Okay.
going to Chicago for
Were you
10
like-
years.
My
For
bad,
the-
Mucho.
Were you trying to on the back end? Oh, were you trying on the back end like call someone to prove you wrong or right?
No, I was trying to get the real answer.
Nah, that's real, man. Because niggas don't think I'm well traveled, yo.
I'm just
Dude,
surprised.
they don't.
I've been going to Chicago for 10 years every summer, did a brief stint, and never had no jerk nothing.
But did you go like? When's the last time you went? When you were grown?
I haven't been since 2019.
Yeah.
So maybe
Anyways,
it changed.
What were we talking about again?
Concerts.
Concerts. I lied. I went to OVO. My first OVO fest, I was in grade 11. So that must have been like 2012 or 2013.
Okay, that was probably ASAP. No, not ASAP Rocky. That was probably the weekend.
I
The
think
Weeknd was there?
I think I went to 2. I think I went with one with
That was
ASAP
when
Rocky.
Kanye and Lil Wayne came out?
No, that was 2016. 2016 is when Kanye came. That was like,
That's the one I missed.
or no, 2015.
No,
or
I
2016.
mean the first one Kanye came out to when he did New Slaves.
Like we've done this before so many times.
Oh yeah.
It was
Yeah.
that show,
Yeah,
by the
yeah.
way.
Okay, I don't know.
It was that era.
50 Cent came out.
Oh shit!
that
Yo, he
was-
used to have people come out.
I was
Yeah,
I was
he
there.
brought out
That was the
G-Unit.
year after, yeah.
I think Snoop Dogg.
That's
Drake used to bring out people.
he bring
at
out
OVO.
Usher too?
Not at that one.
Damn.
Can someone Google OVO Fest 2012 and see what the
It was
lineup was?
2014. And the last song he did
No,
was 0
I
to
don't think it
100?
was 2014. It was my cousin got me OVO tickets for my sweet 16 birthday. I remember that. So I was 16 in what, 2012? No, or 2013?
2014.
No, I was not 16 in
Okay,
2014.
well, he brought out G-Unit in 2014.
Oh, maybe I went twice then.
With Trey Songz and J. Cole.
Okay, I went to that one
Usher, Lauryn Hill. I remember.
Yes, I went to
remember
that
this.
one.
I remember watching
So
her
then,
do that.
What
and
was
they
2013?
was ASAP.
Was that Snoop Dogg and ASAP?
Yeah.
Okay, then I went to both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, regardless.
Cleared that one up, guys.
Yeah, I forgot what my point was for saying that.
Oh yeah, I just said I went in 2010, and you let me know the years you went. I said I went in 2010, and she's like, "No, wait a second." I'm like, "All right." Nobody said you didn't go there. I'm like, "What are you correcting?"
Anyways, point is the history of OVO Fest. Drake used to bring out people
Yeah, and the first year when it was 2010, he brought out Jay-Z and Eminem.
for forever. Right?
Yes.
Eminem for forever, and he brought Jay-Z out for Run This Town.
Did he even bring Rihanna out for an OVO fest?
2016.
He did. Yeah. I didn't go to that.
That was the one that when he did 2 OVO fests for summer 16.
Wait, but I feel like I was at that one where he performed. I could be wrong.
One of the nights, Kanye was the big guest, and then the other night, Rihanna was the big guest.
Why don't I remember this?
I didn't.
I
see
mean,
either
so
one,
many
but
big
no.
names you forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Anyways, let's
see
move
what's
on.
next.
What is this thing that Tresor added? It is prank too far. Should I play
it's a
it
TikTok.
on air?
Just play it and let me know if you think if the dude overreacted.
I can literally
or
just play
not.
the TikTok?
Yeah, just play the TikTok.
Okay, hold on.
Well, we're loading it, guys.
So I broke up with my girlfriend of 2 years because of something that happened recently, and now my friends are saying I massively overreacted. So, a few days ago, my girlfriend and a close mutual friend decided to play a prank on me. The prank was that they filmed a scenario where I caught them in bed together, pretending they were hooking up. They set up a hidden camera in the bedroom, and when I walked in, I saw him in just boxers and my girlfriend in a bra and panties, straddling him, acting like they were mid-hookup.
That's not too far.
To make it more realistic, they were even making some noises and tried to act like it was happening for real. I was shocked, furious, and immediately confronted them as I thought it was real at first, like an actual betrayal. And then I walked out of the room and started to leave the house when they followed me screaming it was a prank, and they showed me the video they had been recording. To be honest, I felt completely betrayed, not just by the idea of setting up a prank, but also because they had gotten undressed to film it. I know it's meant to be funny for some people, but for me, it's disrespectful, and I was hurt. The whole thing felt like a violation of trust, even though I know they weren't actually cheating. I told her I couldn't be in a relationship with someone who would do something like that, and I ended things right there and then. She's devastated, and all our friends have been telling me I overreacted. They think it was just a harmless prank and I should have taken it better. But I can't shake the feeling that it crossed a...
That's enough.
Yeah.
So I thought that was her own. So she's telling a story. Like, why is she talking like that? Yeah.
I actually know a girl who did this
What?
to one of her friends. Yeah.
With the whole like pretending to be undressed.
Yeah.
That's...
I don't know if she was really pretending to be undressed, but they were like under... I don't know if they were like... She had it on YouTube, actually. I don't know if they were like under the covers or something, but like it was her and her friend's boyfriend pretending to be hooking up, and her friend lost her shit. I wonder if it's still on YouTube. She was on the show.
She was on here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love how everyone went to think of who it was.
Damn.
But she did that prank to her friend, and her friend lost her shit.
They were cool after though?
I think so. I think her and her man stayed together, and they were cool.
Was I on when she was on?
Good question, Mucho.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know
okay.
actually.
We'll find out after.
Yeah,
But
but she did that.
What do you guys think?
You remember we had a topic a few episodes ago about, or maybe I think it may have even been last episode, about how serious of an offense morally people consider cheating. I think you got to understand what people's threshold is on that if you're going to play with them on that. Some people, depending on how they feel, like that's trauma, you know? Like you're like me, that's like making someone relive like a car accident that's happened to them or something. To some people, right? I think it can be okay between certain people if that's your sense of humor and whatever. I don't know if I would be able to get past this.
Oh, really?
I knew Clyde's answer already.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed, but I don't think I'd like. I don't know if it's cut ties specifically. I don't know. We would have to. We would have to try and work through that. I don't know. I got a good sense of humor too.
Yeah. What do you think?
To me, it's the clothes. Like,
Yeah, because I think they committed too hard.
After, if it wasn't that, I feel like I'd be easy to get
Him
over
in his
it.
boxers, her in bra and panties. Like, I don't know if I would even feel comfortable straddling my
Yeah,
friend's
he got
boyfriend.
hard. For sure, he got hard.
I don't think I'd feel comfortable straddling my friend's boyfriend in a bra and panties while he's just in his boxers.
Yeah.
Like, we are really committing to this prank. Why are we doing that?
I'm surprised you even said you fake loud a little bit. I thought you were just gonna be like, nah, it's a wrap.
It probably would be.
You think so, bro?
You gotta
Probably
stick
would
to
be.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to make it okay, and like
Yeah.
I don't know, like I think the clothes, like if they're like you're saying, I'd have a
noises.
problem with that. I think you can surface level that, like
Imagine hearing your girl just,
Nobody wants that, yo. That's a
and
wrap.
it's your homie.
It's a wrap.
That's a little.
Well,
I feel
actually,
like
there's two questions there. So first, okay, no, would you be fine with your girl doing that?
at this age, no. I feel like that's like a very childish prank where like you might be able to get that off when you're like 18. But like as a grown person, I feel like you wouldn't want to cross those boundaries with, like you wouldn't even want to test that.
So are you still boys after?
Ooh.
Was it his idea or her idea?
Oh, come
Her
on.
idea.
It doesn't matter whose idea it was. They both acted
you're that
on
easily
it.
swayed into some
Do they
bullshit.
how I think there's questions. Are they remorseful or are they telling me, yo, just it's not that big of a
So
deal?
you'll cut the girl off for sure, but the
I
guy
never. No,
maybe
I'm not saying that. I'm saying if they're remorseful and understand why I'm upset, I might be able to get past
girl
it. If
or
they're
the-
telling both of them.
No, stop this. Put this in a real
Both of-
perspective
I'm
right
being
now.
serious.
If your girl now was in
Okay,
your
we
crib,
don't. I know the situation.
I don't know, because sometimes you understand. If your girl now
I know
was
the
in
situation.
your
Needs to
crib,
paint the picture.
straddling Ryan, on
Like
the
what?
bed,
You're putting names on people.
because that is one of your best friends, right?
Yeah.
So if she was on a bed, straddling, I want you to paint the picture here. Straddling
I
him,
painted it.
making noise in broad panty, Ryan's in his boxers. You walk in, it's like, oh, haha, just a joke. You're cheese, Tresor. You were cheese today
nobody's-
for something lighter.
Nobody said it was. We were walking in and it's haha, just a joke. I just said
You're pissed,
initially
but,
I'll
yeah.
be upset. If they're remorseful, I think I can get past it. I'm not saying I'm getting past it in that moment, but I think eventually I could get past it. If they're not remorseful, then I don't think I could because you guys don't see why this was wrong.
So they just need to feel really bad after.
Yeah, if I believe them,
I can't knock your answer, but it's a wrap for me.
It's right.
it would take me a while. I'm not saying I'll be like, all right,
Yeah, I
you
don't
guys
know.
are crazy.
I don't know why you
It would
play
take
like
me a
that.
long time.
It's so intentional.
but I think
That's what I'm saying. Like, to me,
Could any cheating prank go by? Because you know when they do the one.
if it's like a head on a broomstick.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
that
one of them
that
ones,
is
I can get over that,
I can
probably.
definitely get over that. But you literally got naked with my homegirl.
You colluded with my homie.
Like, what are we
crazy.
doing right
Yeah,
now? Like, you
yeah.
literally undressed, got in position with one of my best friends,
He got hard.
got under her, she got on top of you. How long were y'all waiting there for me to get home? You know, there's so many things are going through my head.
Yeah.
What was y'all thought process? Like, what did you think?
and
like,
what and yeah, even because more of the context is like, are these like a YouTube famous couple, or was this like your first video that you wanted to try out? You know, like
And it
that
gets-
matters
it gets
too.
like 12
Like,
views.
if this is like we prank each other
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
just
yeah.
took a prank too far, I can probably forgive that. But if this is your first attempt ever,
Got a weird sense of humor, my
Yeah.
guy.
Like,
I
y'all
don't know.
This level.
start with like dropping a bucket of water on my head or something. Like,
Yeah.
I just, no, I'm not.
Have you guys ever been pranked and just weren't a good sport about it at all?
Ooh.
no.
Oh, well.
I've been a pretty good sport on getting pranked, but I don't think anyone has really like crossed that boundary with it.
I'm a good sport about it, but if you like hide behind a corner and you go, and I'm in a really bad mood
My
and had a
sister-
bad day,
That's the straw that'll break your back.
no, it won't break, but I'll not be like, I'll be a little cheesy in the
Damn.
moment for like 2
You're
seconds.
trying to play a little jokey.
Yeah, but on the wrong day, it'll make me more like you'll cheese me. I'll be in a bad mood for a little bit, and then
That's
The
funny.
nigga said boo.
But I remember speaking. It's April Fool's Day. Like on this recording, I remember one time me and my brother, we were kids, and like we're like, it's April Fool's. Let's play a prank on Dad. You know, this is way back when he was. Yeah, he goes. He goes, yo, I'm gonna go wake up Dad and be like, yo, Chris fell down the stairs and he's not moving or anything like that. And
wow.
and I remember laying at the bottom of the stairs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And my brother woke up my dad on so like, yo, I don't know what happened to Chris. He fell down the stairs. He's not moving. I've never heard my dad move like this before. I've never seen like swiftness like that. And like I remember feeling bad about it for like years.
Years is
I
crazy.
remember feeling bad about it, feeling so
Off the
bad
wake
about
up,
it, bro.
too.
Like,
I've definitely
That's
executed
mean.
some.
yeah, like
You're a kid, but like
he
damn.
said first prank. I remember like having that first prank and being like, "Oh, you don't do that to like that's not funny."
Yeah.
I've done some pretty harsh pranks. I did one recently. Okay, one that came to mind was with my mom. So I don't know how we ended up finding like this like hockey mask or something like that, but we were at my grandparents and we found this mask and my mom was home alone. And I live walking distance from my grandparents' house. Like till this day, we still live in the same
amazing.
houses. So I remember like, yo, we should go home. Like break, like we knew my mom would be on the couch. So we're like, yo, what we should do is go to my house, go into our backyard and knock on the window with the mask on. Cause my mom was home alone, and the way our couch is really close, like close to our backyard window. So my cousins and I did it, and I'm so mad that I lost this video because we recorded it, and it was gonna. I can picture it to this day because I'm the one who had the mask on, and I put my mask against the window, and I just like tap, 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 and my mom completely lost her mind. Like I've never heard someone scream so loud in their life, go running, throwing things.
Oh my
God. Lost it. And I was like, oh fuck. I was like, Mom, it's so like, like belting her eyes out, crying, like, oh my God.
Wow.
And I was like, it's me. And she was so pissed. So pissed.
Damn.
And then I did one with my cousin. When I picked
You
my
got her to
cousin-
buy in.
Yeah, when I picked my cousin up from the house party he was at, I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna call your mom and act like you got arrested. She was so pissed on the phone. I was like, and my things, I didn't even hide my voice.
Yeah.
That's what threw me off too. I guess because she was sleeping and I was like, hello. Or he called and he was like, hey mom, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, like, why are you calling? And I was like, ma'am. And she was like, hello? Like her voice changed and I was like, ma'am, this is PO Police. And she was like, hello? What's wrong? She's like, what's wrong? Jerk off. And I was like, okay, hold on. And she was like, stop doing those damn podcasts. I was like, I don't change my voice on the podcast.
So this was recently.
Yes, I said I did too. That was to my mom
That's
years
funny.
ago. And this is to my
That
aunt
first one's
recently.
diabolical.
That's funny.
Holy.
We pranked Morris on his birthday.
Didn't you repost that recently?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was genuinely scared. We asked his sister to open the door for us. He didn't know we were coming, and we snuck into his house when he was in his room and literally like bust down the door on him.
Oh.
You should have heard how he screamed. That was so funny. Because imagine you're just in your room chilling and 5 people just bust through your door charging at you.
One thing I don't like is when I don't like people who intentionally scare me.
What?
That's what I just said.
Yeah,
That's
like
a prank.
What did
like
you
the
do?
boo, like
what
the
did you
boo
do to your
thing.
mom?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, I know. But that I don't like it done to me.
Okay.
Okay.
It's done to me. Like when people hide around corners
Yeah.
and like or like like bust through the door.
Right.
I don't like that at all. Don't do that. Don't do that. And my sister does it to me all the time.
She
Like
knows.
she'll like stand in the dark and just wait for me to like turn the corner. And I don't like that shit. Like I will be pissed. Like I will cuss you out. Do not do it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like you do unto others. As you
What I
want
don't
done
want
to
done
you.
to me.
That's what I'm saying. Like Zoe, when me and Trey get it to work, the prank on you, you gotta be a
Get
good
what to work?
There's been a couple where we were like, nah. Like,
Oh,
it's
you know what's
not-
funny? Today I saw.
You gotta be a good sport about it when it happens.
I saw.
Because we gonna get you.
Low key, I wanted to do this to you, but it was like we're
Zoe
shooting.
would be a great
I
person.
saw
to prank.
it.
Yeah, I wanted to do the Rory and Maul thing they did with the pod they didn't record or whatever. I wanted to, but it's like it wouldn't work.
A little too
What do you
close to
mean?
home right now.
They just said
Yeah.
that they did the whole pod, and then behind the scenes they were like, oh shit, like the mics were never on or something like that.
Yeah,
And
Maul
Maul's
looked like
there's no way we're doing this 3 hours again. He was
Yeah.
pissed.
he was so
Oh,
cheesed.
yeah.
It looked perfect. I was like, oh, this is a
Yeah.
perfect prank.
Yeah, you guys
But-
should do this. That one would have pissed me the fuck off.
But
gotta
it,
wait.
it worked better. I would have done it. Like if we were shooting on March 31st, I would have done it.
Oh, because it was April. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll wait a bit to do that one to you.
I don't
Yeah,
like.
you won't remember for 26.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
All right, what's
Oh, you mean year
Yeah,
2026?
you won't remember. Yeah.
I'm
Just
gonna
give
put
it
a
a
reminder
year.
in my phone. Prepare to get pranked.
Give it a year.
And it's gonna go every day at 10 a.m. Prepare to get pranked. Okay. Do you want to talk about Drake's Nokia video?
Yeah. Actually, I didn't ask for you guys' thoughts. We were talking about it a little bit before, but like, how did you guys feel about the video?
I liked it. I thought it was a good. I like when Drake really does a. I like when Drake does anything that's very Toronto coded, because I feel like Toronto's so impactful, yet we always get like this small end of the stick when it comes to like mainstream North American media.
Yeah,
But I love when Drake does things that specifically for Toronto. I love when Drake puts like Toronto hints. I love when Drake uses people from Toronto in his videos.
The Toronto handshake?
Is that, well, I mean, we talked about, is that a real, someone called it the Toronto handshake on Twitter. Is that a real Toronto handshake that him?
I didn't take it in until we tried to do it just now, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've done this 1,000 times.
Yeah. So it really is a Toronto handshake.
Feels
The one
like
that
it,
him,
yeah.
well, you said it was Chubbs. The one that him and Chubbs do at the beginning of the video.
Shook their hand. Yeah.
I could see people saying that. I don't think it's a unanimous. It's not a unanimous Toronto handshake, but it definitely is a very Toronto man handshake.
Right. Yeah.
But like I'm saying, do you guys, I mean, I don't really, when I hail mans, I literally just like do this. And when I hail a man, it's just because I really don't want to hug you.
That's the thing. It depends who you're hailing if they're gonna do that or not.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a.
So what I'm
natural
saying,
thing.
who fits into that?
It's
that
just
category.
Depends. It just depends.
It's definitely some niggas that are like super Toronto manned out, who every time they shake your hand, they're gonna hit it like that.
Or like OGs.
Yeah.
They love that type of stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
But no, now you brought up a funny thing. So how do you decide the niggas you shake their hand or hug? Like, or the time and place or whatever?
It's time and place and if I'm comfortable hugging you or not.
True.
Like if you're a guy and I've hailed you, it's 90% because I didn't want to hug you.
But why?
90%.
Yeah, because I would have no reason not to hug you.
Okay.
You're thinking that much.
So if I hail you, it's like I don't want to hug this guy.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
Or maybe
okay.
I don't know you enough to hug you. I don't feel comfortable hugging. Hugging to me is a personal thing.
Yeah, I was
It
gonna
can
say
be.
I don't think it's.
We've minimized what hugging is.
Word.
Yeah.
My body is pressed up against your body.
This is
Valid.
I don't think a girl not hugging you should be like such an insult. I don't think it's that deep. Because like, yeah, if you're just not comfortable enough to hug me, it is what it is.
I don't
Like,
hug y'all.
I don't think it's a.
Some people aren't huggers.
I don't
so
think it's
that's
a
fine,
disrespect. And yeah, some people aren't huggers. Some people don't like physical contact with people that they're not super close with.
So what's happening if like a baddie she sees us three, me, you and Clyde, right?
Hugs y'all and
She
daps
hugs both
me.
of me and Clyde, and she daps you up.
Then I'm just gonna assume she doesn't feel comfortable with me. I'm not gonna take offense to it.
You're not gonna take offense to it.
Know
you're
you-
like, damn, who's that?
Nah,
And then-
a stranger, never. If I know you, I might feel a type of way.
All right.
Like if we're cool and you hug everyone else and hail me, I'd be like, what did I do?
Word.
So if I came in one day, hug Clyde, hug Mucho, and yo, to you.
What's that about? If you know someone, it feels more personal. But if it's a
that about? It's
stranger,
funny.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's real.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go to the party and I hail mans. Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
I think-
You're good?
Because I think girls kind of feel the same way. Like if you hail a girl, some girls might be like,
Girls,
what?
will take that super disrespectful.
Yeah, don't do that to me though.
Yeah.
See, here
Yeah,
you
don't do that to me.
There she is again.
Like,
the do
don't
unto
cut-
others.
Yeah, you're right. I
It's
don't like
like,
it.
if
Don't
you have-
stand there.
If you have like bleached eyebrows, a septum piercing, you know what I mean? Like
Go to apartment 200.
like you work out super tough. I'ma hail you.
Why?
Wait.
Why?
What?
Why?
It's like you're mad up. Maybe I'ma hail you.
No, don't do that, Mucho.
No?
Don't do that, Mucho.
Do you?
Don't do that, Mucho.
I feel like I've
Because
asked
how did bleached eyebrows, septum, and work out too much mean that she's mandem?
Because she could be more studly.
Just because she bleached her eyebrows and has a septum piercing and works out?
Yeah, the indicators.
I feel like
How-
I've asked this question before. If
How
you-
are, no, sorry, we're not going past this. How are bleached
shit.
eyebrows, a septum piercing, and being fit an
Well-
indicator for a stud?
Maybe fit, nah, but they dress a different way. How about that?
Mask?
Yeah.
So if you saw a woman who, but I still don't understand. There are women.
I'm hailing up the studs. All right?
So what are you saying?
You caught me. I'm hailing up the studs.
So the studs, but the lesbians still get a hug.
Yeah, the femmes, they get a hug.
Word.
Yeah.
So
I was about to ask that.
Actually, hold on.
I'm not gonna
Actually,
say.
hold on. Actually, I don't know if that's such a
That
bad
makes
thing.
sense. That makes
Because
sense.
I don't
think
know
you're wrong.
if all, and I don't know, I'm not a stud.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if studs would want to be hugged.
Yeah, it's not always
they're
like that. They're trying.
They're not men, of course.
They're
but they're not
assimilating
men.
to man.
Yeah.
Good.
It's the same way. Like, no one likes. You're not gonna bubble a stud.
No, yeah, because it's man.
No.
Unless you're Drewski.
Juicy bubble studs.
That's about to be
loves a
Tresor's
stud.
100th bubble.
Drewski loves a stud.
Yeah. So my thing is, you wouldn't go up to behind a stud and catch a bubble.
Also, that's another reason why you have to verify, because some studs be looking like girls and some dudes be looking like studs. I've seen a man get caught with that. You got to verify.
Yeah,
I seen a dude just see a ponytail and try to catch a bubble, and it was a dude.
It was no.
Yeah. It was just a dude with a ponytail.
Yo.
He didn't look. It was just a short dude with a ponytail.
You're lying.
I saw my life.
You seen that in real life? That's like a video you
Real
seen in real
life.
life.
This is very, very young, like high school days.
Oh my God.
It was a dude with a ponytail. Man tried to slide in for a bubble. Man turned around like. That's what I'm saying. You gotta verify who you're dancing with.
Yeah, that's real.
Because that's just just see behind.
No more blind.
Did he have a fatty?
I don't know.
I mean, my thing is are you not looking at the shape?
No,
I
some
can tell
people
a
just
man's shape from behind versus a woman. Usually,
I think you should be able to.
That's true.
In this case, I
You can
guess
tell
he
bone
didn't.
structure.
unless he had curves and a big bum,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't think that shaped like a Ghanaian man.
Whoa, what a stray.
Some Ghanaian men they're shapely men still.
Shapely.
Some of them,
Yeah, they could squat a lot.
yeah, they're thick.
All right.
Thick guys. Anyways, I mean,
Yeah. Oh, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the video.
oh yes, oh my God, sorry, the Nokia video. How did we end up there?
How did
we
yeah,
end up
yeah,
there?
yeah. What
I
was
don't
the
know,
pipeline
man.
for
What the
that?
hell was the
Handshakes.
Handshakes, hail up, studs.
Yeah.
You got it. That's how.
That's crazy. Okay,
that's
let's
amazing.
focus.
Yeah, I mean, I think we unpacked it.
Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
we didn't unpack it fully. So
But
you know.
yeah, I heard people got criticisms about it. too,
Oh,
though,
really?
right?
What were the? I didn't really hear much criticism. What
The
were
only criticism I could say is it doesn't really match the song.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen people say that. That's fair, but the video by itself, I do like it. I like you said, when stuff is has a lot of Toronto people in it and familiar and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I
real.
mean,
Man, I'm really happy for all the women that are in the
Yeah,
video.
people
yo.
were very
That's
excited.
That's a huge look.
it is.
Yeah.
It's the biggest song he's had in a while. Music video. He barely shoots music videos if you really take it in.
Yeah.
And now you're a part of history. So salute to everybody in the
A part of history.
You are. This is one of the biggest rappers in the world. And then,
But is this video history though?
yeah, it's in his catalog. It's gonna.
It is. It's the second video ever in history to ever be shot with IMAX cameras. So it is a part of history.
What was the first video to do that?
Adele, hello.
Oh,
Listen, I don't care if you're part of Hell Yeah Fucking Right. You're still part of history for being.
And to those people, it's part of history.
Yeah, it's for being
them.
in that video. I don't know why you're downplaying that.
I just feel
Yo, Zoe's mad she's not in the video.
No,
dog.
don't do that. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying Drake is not really known for his music videos. You know
He's
what I
not?
mean? No.
No, he isn't.
Drake's
He-
never really been a music video artist.
Nah.
Like when he drops
I think
a
for
video.
views, he only did one music video.
Hotline Bling?
Oh, that and Child's Play, I think. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
And didn't he do One Dance?
No, he didn't.
No, there's no video for
There's
One
no
Dance.
video for One Dance.
I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a video for Work, not One Dance.
Yes. Okay, you're right.
The
My
only thing
thing
that's-
is,
yeah, we've done the
Drake's
Drake
never
video.
been like a music video artist. I'm not saying it to downplay the people in the video.
I push back on
I'm
that,
just
but-
saying Drake's never been like.
Yeah. But he's still one of the biggest artists, and this
For
is
sure.
probably
I
a
think
lot
it's
of
a
those
great look to
people's
be in a Drake
first
video,
times
period.
ever
yeah.
being in something like that.
Yeah. Like,
So yeah, it is a big look.
those are like specifics.
I
but-
just didn't know that there were so many dancers still dancing.
That's for sure. So many dancers.
Because you did like the dance culture of Toronto. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not as it's not as big as it used to be at a point in time.
That's
And I
fair.
know, like, yeah, the girl, like the Argos dancers, the Raptors dancers, and there's still like a little few people who have dance studios here and there, but that was like a lot of dancers
Yeah.
for people to call up and just get it done. So
And
rate
I
that.
want to know how much work went into it because I don't know. I heard like little things, but they didn't have that much time. I want to know who choreographed it, who got them, because they were like,
It was
the
the girl-
choreography was
Theo.
pretty. Who?
the girl who did
like the director.
No,
sorry.
it was the girl who did Hotline Bling.
Yes,
Tanisha
the Tanisha
Scott?
Yeah.
Scott, or
That's
yeah,
her name.
Yeah.
and she choreographed,
She
it.
choreographed it, I believe.
I wonder how quick she had to do that and get that choreography
days, right?
together. I don't know if it was actually 4 days, but I don't know how much time it really was.
One thing that I felt about the video, and this is more just probably a personal preference, but especially because of the IMAX stuff, but I really wish it was in color.
Color?
A lot of people said that
yeah.
too.
The shot where he's kind of in that digital hallway thing and the snake is going on, like the snake video game is going on the walls. Like, I just need to see that shot in color. The production art person in me needs to see
A lot of people, that's one of the criticisms that I saw, is that they wish the music video was in color. And I think that would have played on the theme more of like the arcade and, like you said, him walking through like the whatever with the snakes on the wall. and the games.
Another observation that I think it was you that tweeted this last night. You said that you're not used to so many long takes in music videos.
Yeah, if you really take in that music video, it's very rare to have takes that long.
Noticed it right away. Like that was
Usually,
very,
like the cheap thing people, I won't say cheap, but the cliche thing people do in music videos is they cut every second.
They cut
keep
on
you-
the beat too, and
Yeah,
he
they
said he
cut
wasn't
on
doing that at all.
He did not
Like,
do that at all. Like he had a lot of long, like continuous takes and stuff like
Wide
that.
shots.
Yeah, wide shots. It was interesting. Like if anything, it's different than most music videos you'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
It's like he wasn't even really the focus
Yeah.
of the video.
which was
But-
I thought was cool.
I do want to bring this up too because I heard some people say, do you think that he incorporated, I guess, Tribal Carnival, but just like the
That's a good look for Tribal Carnival too.
100%. But do you think he included any carnival band for Caravana because of the injection of money that they need this summer and stuff? Kind of like a look right before fundraising happens and stuff like that. Because that's like a take that I saw. I don't know if his camp said it specifically, but
I
it
feel like
was
that
like,
might be a stretch.
all right,
I was gonna say I don't know.
That they purposely are doing it for that?
yeah.
Because why
yeah.
would you just fund one and leave the others for dead?
No, not funded. not no.
like you're gonna give them the look.
No. I guess it is specifically them, but I don't know if it could have been every band feasibly. I don't know, but kind of like as a way to like raise awareness for it.
I don't know.
I mean, I like the video. I didn't really understand it, but I don't understand a lot of Drake's videos, and I think that's fine. Like, I still watched them all. I still think it was a good video. I like that he included mass in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why, but I like that he did it. But again, I wish that he did it in color. Because mass is so colorful. Seeing like the Tribal Carnival and I believe her name is Selena, who's the CEO, and I follow her. Seeing her post like what the costumes actually looked like and the color, I just wished maybe
I got to
that
see
part,
them on IMAX.
Yeah,
man.
even if that part was just in color.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
I
It
don't
would have
know,
probably
something.
had to be like a white background then. The color theory would have been way more complex.
It would have
I
changed,
don't think
yeah.
they would have been able to do it in a few days.
Oh, that's true too. That's very true. If it was only a
Shout
couple
out to
days.
Shay.
Yeah. Future MVP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Shay was in there too. I forgot about that scene too.
I don't know if it'll be
Big
this
up.
year, but
No, he's gonna be MVP this year for sure.
Who else would it be? Jokic?
the guy that's scoring 30, 11, and 10 every night.
Jokic?
Yeah.
Well, no, Jokic has cool stats and stuff, but
Cool stats and stuff.
They're gonna give it to Shea.
it's gonna be Shea.
I want that to be the case, but
They're gonna give it to him.
this seems to be one of the most decisive years for Jokic for me. But
Yeah.
That means Jokic should be a 3-time MVP? 4?
4, yeah.
you know how many Braun got?
Yeah, 4.
Y'all see the Braun interview?
Could have been 5.
What? Oh, the Braun interview.
Do we have that on the docket?
No, we
Pat
don't talk
McAfee?
about that.
No,
The
with Pat
Braun
McAfee?
interview. What's the wildest thing he said there? Because I want to talk about everything he said there. Well,
Well,
he low-key admitted that his mom bought that Hummer.
Yeah.
Like, but
he's never formally
he's
admitted
never
that?
formally admitted it
interesting,
before.
yeah.
But he
What Hummer?
In high school.
In high school, he got banned for he got suspended for accepting NIL
Oh,
money.
NIL. Yes.
And he just laughed it off like, yeah, I did.
But his mom was the one who bought the Hummer. He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, either
He claimed,
either is legal.
because he claimed that
Oh, sorry, my bad. She bought it. She allegedly bought it off of
With
a
a
loan
loan,
from
yeah.
him, from his future earnings,
yeah,
and so that's why it's illegal. It would have been illegal.
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that he should have gone to one of the black platforms like a Club Shay Shay
No,
or
not
Jeff
Club Shay Shay.
Teague or?
Wait.
But there is a
Why'd you answer that so
Because Shannon Sharp's a terrible interviewer.
because there's a narrative though that it's like, yo, Bron, like you never have done an interview. This is groundbreaking stuff for you to go in studio. Why not? Why are you going to ESPN and the white dudes over at
Just the white
ESPN?
dude.
You know?
Yeah, I've heard that.
I thought that I'm not even the biggest Pat McAfee guy. I think they did a phenomenal job.
They did an amazing.
They did a great job.
That was
with
the greatest LeBron interview I've ever seen.
Very candid.
Wow. And they had him at ease, and
Yeah, he was chilling.
they didn't know much about basketball, but it was in a
You
like.
can tell they're primarily football guys.
Yeah, but like sometimes an ignorant interviewer is good if they're just curious and they let
So
the
then,
dude
how come
talk.
you don't like Shannon Sharp?
Because his segues are terrible. Because a lot of times he asks softball questions. It's really just up to the interviewee to make it good. So somebody like Cat Williams, he just felt like talking that day. That's why that was an amazing interview. These guys, Pat McAfee was asking him like, "You did take that NAL money, right?" And LeBron's like, "Yeah."
And asking,
Like Shannon Sharp's not doing that.
he's also asking things that I feel like if I had to interview LeBron, I would overthink and
I'd be
ask that in the
scared to.
dumbest way. Like when he just goes, "So you and Mike okay?" It was just like, oh
Yeah.
like the way that you flowed into that.
Him and
was
Michael
like,
Jordan?
Yeah.
Are they not okay?
And then LeBron admitted.
and then he gives insight into that relationship. He's like, me and Mike are cool, but like we're not gonna be cool until like I'm still playing. We won't be cool until I'm not playing.
He admitted, that they don't talk.
Yeah.
But why?
And then he talks about him and Kobe
said-
and how him and Kobe didn't really become friends until he was in LA and that they played together and it was
And
always
he
competition. Yeah, and he
Yeah,
retired
basically he was
too.
just saying Mike's such a competitor that he doesn't think they'll really be cool until he retires.
Even though Michael Jordan's been out of the league for how many damn years now?
Yeah, because he's so scared of not being the GOAT anymore.
But Michael Jordan's always gonna be.
He said that Giannis would average 250 points in the 70s.
Yeah.
Who said that?
LeBron was wild in that whole interview.
Yeah.
He's on his old man, I don't give a fuck about this shit anymore type vibe. That's
He
what
said Giannis would average 250 points a game.
They
Yes.
said because they were making the jokes about how like
He didn't
old
need
comparing
NBA media, yeah.
comparing like different eras, and he's saying do you think Giannis couldn't play in the 70s? Like Giannis would score 250 points in the 70s.
I don't know about. I
Or
would
the
give Giannis
60s,
a lot.
whatever he
I don't
says.
know about 250 points a game. That's
No,
kind
of course he was capping, but
Yeah.
he's just
maybe 270.
going hyperbole because he was so annoyed at the way that the old heads talk about his generation and the newer generation as well.
Kyrie, he brought up too.
What do you say about Kyrie?
In the same.
Oh yeah, he said Kyrie
quotes.
would we'd go crazy.
They
in
would
the- in
call
the
Kyrie a
70s.
witch.
They'd bring back segregation if he was playing in the 70s.
Oh my
They'd invent new laws to persecute black people if Kyrie was out doing that wizardry out there.
They would have hung him. And then they also Pat McAfee brought up Stephen A. Smith.
Oh
And
yeah.
then LeBron was like,
He's on a Taylor Swift tour.
yeah, he's on a Taylor Swift tour right now. I don't even want to mention his name because I know that he's gonna pull this up in his tidy whities and eat a tub of ice cream with a smile on his face because I said his name.
Yeah.
LeBron was
Ron was on his I
snapping.
don't give a fuck shit. Yeah. Emptying
like it.
the clip.
He also confirmed. Sorry, this ChatGPT. This. He also confirmed the Pat Riley's cookie incident.
yeah.
LeBron confirmed
Yo.
a story about Miami Heat president Pat Riley removing his favorite chocolate chip cookies from team flights during his tenure with the Heat. He humorously recounted how this act micromanagement was evident to the team.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But was there something? I don't know how this came up. I also don't remember who this came up with. Was there something that had come up where Savannah like gave him some type of ultimatum or something about being in Miami?
He never said that in the interview.
He didn't bring that up. I didn't.
No.
hear
I
that.
don't know. I forgot.
I've never heard that.
We gotta go back to Cleveland.
I don't know, but I remember someone. I don't remember. Maybe it was like this weekend with my friends, but they were saying something how they heard, or I don't know if they read, or maybe it's fake. That like that was a weak point in their marriage when he was in Miami.
That sounds like ball sack sports.
But I read something and this is actually true,
Lipstick
that
Alley?
Sean. No, what?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Shawnee, Shaq's wife, actually put that in her book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So she had said, like, Miami's hell. Like she said, having a man
Heat
who plays
culture.
for the
I mean,
Miami Heat is absolutely hell.
It's Miami. I'm not
Because
surprised.
she's like, those girls don't give a fuck. Like, they are ruthless. They are cheating in your face. God. So that she said, and that's according to her, that is what really like sent her over the edge in their marriage or in her marriage with Shaquille O'Neal.
So that autobiography dropped when she was when LeBron was on the Heat, or it's like more like recent.
Who?
Shaq's wife.
I don't know I don't know if the Savannah one is true or not.
Yeah.
But someone had brought up to like, oh, what do you think about Savannah? And I was like, oh, I didn't know that was true. But I'm like, I know that Shawnee had made a statement like that when she did her book or whatever interview that she was on when she divorced Shaq. And she mentioned that Miami was like her last straw.
Well, he went back and saved his marriage and got a ring. So good move.
But I don't know. I mean, I've heard that Miami is not a safe place
For
that seems
for
common.
married people, especially professional athletes who want to be. I mean, look at Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, but there's also a very growing and like I think like hard to ignore reputation that Miami has for NBA players specifically, where they don't want to play there because Pat Riley's insane and the Heat culture thing.
yeah.
They're saying like you get off the plane, you see like a beach, and that's the only time you ever see the beach is when you're like coming in and out on the planes
I'd be
because
pissed.
you're just in the fucking locker room.
Yeah.
He has a strict like body percentage thing.
So I love ChatGPT. So
Okay, you're going
their
crazy.
marriage faced challenges during Shaq's time with the Heat. In September 2007, filed for divorce in Miami, citing the marriage was irretrievably broken.
Oh,
The couple
sorry.
attempted a reconciliation nearly a year later, but ultimately separated in 2009.
Oh my god!
Is this when Kobe like fake snitched on him or whatever?
No. This is after
Oh, okay.
that Kobe case was when they're on the Lakers. But I thought you were talking about Savannah. I'm okay now.
No, I'm saying someone had mentioned this allegedly, this could be fake thing about Savannah and Miami Heat, and I was like, oh, I don't know if that's true, but I know
Shawnee,
that I'm like, I would believe it because Shawnee had the same issue with Shaq on the Heat, and clearly Miami is what's the word, cesspool for
Cesspool.
cesspool. Miami's a cesspool for homewreckers.
Hey, turn up. Athletes cheat, man. News at 11.
I don't know. Maybe
why
it's
I'm
just maybe it's a different level of cheating when your man plays in a cesspool of cheaters and
Nah, she didn't like
women
yes, Jules.
dedicated to cheating. Okay, what do we want to move on to? Do we want to talk about this YG song opener? Is that even a real song?
It is.
It's a real song. Have you heard it?
I saw that clip on Twitter with the neon kid, whoever this weird kid is.
So you've heard the
Neon.
first line.
What's his name?
No, but I'm saying this is your reference to the
He
song.
previewed.
Neon?
Yeah,
So-
he previewed
Yeah,
it.
The music video
Neon
is out.
Oh.
so this is actually a real
The
song.
song is out.
Yeah, but before that, he previewed it
Oh,
on the.
so I saw a clip on the Neon, I don't know, a clip
Stream.
from Neon
Like a week
Stream
ago, yeah.
where YG told him, yo, like, take my phone, play some tracks, whatever you want. And then he got up and went to the bathroom, and then Neon pressed the track, and the first line was like, when I was young, I got R-worded or something like that. And then he was like, whoa, what the fuck? And then he turned it off. And he just like, he's like, yo, my fault. Like, I don't know. Like, he just basically denied it. I don't know what happened. I don't
It
watch
was,
the
it was a
stream.
skit to promote the song.
He was trying to get
Oh,
that.
it was a skit.
It was a skit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was trying to
well,
get that
so
Jello
people
ball
on
stimmy.
Streaming just be lying.
Yeah, well, if you actually take in what the skit was, YG said, play something on Apple Music, and then Neon played an unreleased song. It doesn't even make sense.
And
Yeah, that is true.
And he's
It did make
like,
sense.
YG's like getting like the shorty he's with to like give him massages and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So there is maybe he's playing off of that theme.
Oh, wow, yeah. Great promo, but yeah, what do you think about the song?
'Cause
Are you bumping that in your whip?
No, but I don't think it's made for that. I don't think this is a banger.
What's the song called?
2024, I think it's called.
But the song starts out so hard, and then he says that shit.
Yeah, but I think it's one of
Why
those.
he can't be open about
It's supposed to
him?
be one of those like
Yeah, it's a
storytelling type of song. I don't
that's
think
his
it's
bag.
meant to be a banger.
It's YG's
So I
got a
get
crazy
it.
life. Like what do you expect?
I get it though, and I've been seeing a lot of people receptive to it, saying like it's a story that needs to be told. You know,
So
guys
what is he
don't
actually
really-
saying in this story?
He's talking about how
He's
like he pretty much had like a
You mean it's called 2004?
Yeah, not 2024.
Okay.
2004.
So the lyrics are, okay, when I was young, I got R-worded. by a bitch twice my age. Oh, picked me up from school, took me to hers, and I got laid. Ever since that day, I never looked at shit. Okay.
Yeah, it's a real.
I mean, that is a real
It's a
thing.
real
'cause
thing
Things
I
that
don't-
happens to dudes like often.
Yeah. To start a song like that, though, is a little aggressive. But it is a real thing. A lot of men who tell me that they lost their virginity to women who were like 35 and they were 15. I'm like, that is literally,
A lot of men tell you that.
not a lot, but I could, at least 3 come to my head.
Couple YGs.
And I'm like, that is literally sexual assault.
Yeah, and a
Like
lot of
literally. And they're like, rah. And I'm like, no, it's no.
And they're laughing about it.
Yeah, and they're like,
Yeah,
man. And I'm
dudes
like,
don't really
no.
take that
What in the
serious.
No,
Desperate
you have
House?
to be sad about it. Yeah.
Well, what in the Desperate Housewives is that?
people get, and then those are the same people that more often than not usually like are very hypersexual, just from that type of trauma. I
Have
guess
a
that's what people
frivolous
say.
perspective when it comes to sex in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I even feel like when girls are, remember there was a guy in my high school and he was dating a girl in like first year university, and we were all like, what the actual hell? Like, why are you in
what
grade-
year was he in, though?
Grade 9.
Oh, grade 9.
and she was in uni.
I think she was doing a victory lap. So technically she should have been in
Should have
uni.
been in uni.
so she's like 18 or 19.
And he was 14.
Yeah, that's OD. Especially in high school.
Like what are we actually doing?
That's a
And I think
huge
about
age
that
gap.
now and I'm like, that was fucked.
I was about to joke and say, "Yo, he was the man probably in
Yeah,
those
no, he
streets."
was.
And that's
At the time,
and
people
that's
were
the
like
problem, right?
gassing
Or
it.
what YG's trying to describe in this song.
Mucho,
Yeah.
fix your face.
No, I want to. I let him get the setup in at least.
Nah.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Nah, that's very sad.
No, say what you want to say.
What you mean?
Say what you want to say.
10 toes.
The 14-year-old who was hooking up with the 18-year-old. Yeah, that's too
yeah,
big.
to
an
your
age
homies,
difference.
your homies
Yeah.
would give you
Yeah,
props.
you
but
know, at the time,
in
you're
theory-
probably flexing it.
yeah, but in theory, that's
but
not
yeah,
okay.
in all likelihood, that probably tweaked your brain a little bit going
Yeah.
forward. Yeah. But I just think that YG though, like, I don't know, like that song though, like, he couldn't like just put in an album cut or something. Like, did that have to be the opening bar to your single with that beat, yo?
I don't know, but it did what
Why
he
you're saying that
wanted.
the beat's too hard
That
for
beat's
those
too hard for that for the opening
It did,
bar.
but
yo.
it did what he wanted. We're talking about it.
We are talking.
When was the
See,
last
okay,
time
okay. So that's what I'm getting at a little bit, right? I think it's something that he needed to do, and I think it might set a good precedent for other, rappers and young black men to talk about stuff like that. But like, it's also a good business move.
Yeah, of course, there's
Yeah.
a shock factor
Yeah.
element. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's not 100% wholesome, and even the way that he rolled it out with Neon, like, come on, bro, like.
Now
Well,
that
because that is like he literally is trying to do the Jello
he-
ball formula.
He's trying to go fake viral with this thing.
'Cause-
He is though.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest. And so,
what do
but
you mean he's trying to go fake viral?
and it worked.
man, he's trying to go real viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think any artist promoting any song is trying to go viral. No one releases a song not trying to go viral.
So like so for example, like Lil Durk talked about this stuff on like an album a couple albums ago, Federal Nightmares. It was like, I remember I was the young me, my auntie tried to touch me or some shit like that.
Who
like,
said that?
Lil Durk on a
geez.
song called Federal Nightmares, right?
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's more genuine. Like it was on an album cut. Like he's getting deep into his life or whatever. And like if you listen to his album, that song's still gonna have tens of millions of streams. It might have more than this YG album when all said and done. But it was just, I don't know, delivered in a more natural and less attention grabbing way.
It's headphone music for sure, but like
But I don't know, and I don't want to have my West Coast cape on.
Oh God,
But like,
it's gonna come on though.
that's how like YG raps like that. Like he's very to the point,
Word.
shock factor bars, short bar. Like that's
true.
kind
When-
of his
like
bag.
when he did like Meet the Flockers. You
yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
You guys remember
Find
that
a
song?
Chinese
He has a
neighborhood
song
because they don't
called-
believe in bank accounts.
he has a song called "Fuck Donald Trump," and that's the hook.
True.
Yeah.
He is attention grabbing in everything he does.
He's very
that,
like
that
what
whole
he's saying.
album, My Crazy Life, was very like shock value bars.
Wild stories, yeah.
But like,
that's
fuck
his
Donald
thing.
Trump does not compare to how controversial this song was.
Yeah.
Meet the Flockers was like
Yeah.
one of the most insane songs I've ever heard a rapper say.
I don't know.
That's
if I
worse
even
than
know
How
that
to
song.
Rob.
Yes.
I don't know.
Did you hear what he just said in the song?
Find a Chinese neighborhood because they don't believe in bank accounts.
Oh,
Flocking means like
first-
robbing houses.
Oh.
We find a spot, scope them out, find a Chinese neighborhood because they don't believe in bank accounts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And he talks about hopping through the window and taking a safe and all
This is
that type of
YG?
stuff.
YG. I heard
his
that
first
song.
album,
I'm like,
My
yo.
Crazy Life.
And if you listen to the album version now, I think they just cut out that whole part.
Do they?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys, speaking of just crazy storytelling songs, have you guys heard Dance with the Devil?
Oh,
No.
Immortal
By
Technique. I
Immortal
fucking hate
Technique?
that
No.
song. Bro,
I am
that was like the bane of my existence when I was 12. Like, you'd be listening to like Lil Wayne or whatever, and little white kids would be like, what do you know about real rap? Dance with the Devil, Immortal Technique. This person got their throat slit off and taken in a back alley. I'm like, bro, I don't listen to that type of music. Did you like that song? Did you actually like that song?
Yeah, I didn't like, when young 12-year-old me was like, whoa.
Bro, I hated that
Nah, I'm
fucking
not jacking
song,
that
man.
It's not, no, you can't listen to it or put it on. But I remember being like, this is a crazy story when I was a kid. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
but
Do you know the premise of this song that we're talking about?
No.
you guys never even heard of it?
No.
Wait, you
I'm
don't-
not,
oh, you're
I'm
not even
listening
familiar.
to no song called Dance with the Devil.
Yo, I
just
thought
not.
your
But would you
reaction.
listen to Devil in a New Dress though?
Yeah, you did.
You listened
Well,
to
I
Devil
heard
in a
it.
New Dress.
I've never put it on
You're
myself.
scared of that song?
No, I'm not scared of the song. I just don't like willingly
Mucho.
putting myself into things that
Should
incorporate the devil.
we break down the premise of this song to Zoe and Tresor, or should
Well, it sounds like
should we make a reaction video of them listening to this for the
I don't
first
think
time?
it could be worse than anything Tyler the Creator did in like 2010.
Nah, it's worse.
Yonkers? I loved Yonkers. so I don't
Actually,
know.
no. I mean, it's
Transylvania by
it's worse in
Tyler.
the sense.
Yeah, like,
It's like imagine a Tyler the Creator song that's like all the fucked up shit that he says, but it's serious and it's like a real.
Oh,
Who
it's
is
like
this?
Immortal Technique.
Immortal Technique.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't.
You
want,
know-
I don't want to listen to that bullshit, bro.
I want to see. I want to
you want to see
Zoe
a reaction?
listen to
But it's
this.
like a 5-minute song.
It's like a 7-minute song. I know.
I'm not.
Content. That's 15 minutes, 20
Yeah.
minutes right there.
That's gonna be a B-side that we'll just play for her and film it.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't want to ruin my mood. Okay.
It'll ruin your mood.
Well,
when you listen
speaking
to it.
of high school and grade 9s dating victory lappers, we have a topic in here about humans never developed past high school's trauma. And I don't know who put it in here, but I think Kev on stage made a TikTok about it. Do you want to play some of it?
yeah.
Okay.
I think he has a point.
My theory about high school and adults, I'll share it. I believe that we as humans never evolve past the way we saw the world in high school. Cliques, nerds, jocks, rich, poor, mean girls, mean guys. We never change. We just get older and more entrenched in like high school drama. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in corporate America, when I worked at the bank, when I worked at Boeing, when I worked at digital, athletes, athletics, entertainer stars, each circle, each socioeconomic circle, there's beef, there's backbiting, there's gossip, there's group chats, there's exposure, there's people cheating, there's price break. Like all the stuff that happened when you were in 11th grade, you're just 40 and it's still happening. As humans, that's the pinnacle as far as evolution goes. And you can maybe switch groups. Maybe you were a nerd and you become a jock, or you're a poor kid, you become a rich kid, or you go vice versa. But I don't think we ever really evolve past that. Regardless, church as well. There's
Yeah.
I think he's right.
I don't disagree.
I mean, as a group, all that shit is gonna stick with you. I thought at first I wanted to disagree. I thought he meant like as people we don't grow past high school, and if you're a jock for life, or if you're a nerd for life, or whatever. Oh, you agree with that?
Nah.
I don't completely disagree.
Oh wow.
I don't completely disagree.
I mean,
I completely disagree.
yeah.
I wouldn't say like for life, but I feel like it's something that, you know.
I was always a class clown type of dude. So
And
I
still
guess,
are.
I guess that didn't change.
They say, well, there's a TikTok that has it's a really viral TikTok that they use this quote. Personality predates ideology.
Oh, okay.
So, if you're a bully in school and stuff like that, and you go on to become a Kanye West supporter or something like that, that's kind of in your... Before you were a fascist and a bully, you were an asshole. You know, like it's kind of scaffolding the things that we attach ourselves to, that like we make part of our like personal brand and identity and everything. That was kind of there before you saw that video that made you go, yo, this is gonna be my whole shit. Like now, you know,
I don't know.
Personality predates ideology on civilizations and as individuals.
I don't know, because then that's kind of like a nature versus nurture thing.
Yeah, and lends to that conversation.
Like,
what do
I'm
you-
sure
what do you
people know,
believe?
because like people know, you could know a kid that was like the nicest kid, and then something super traumatic happened to him, and now he's the like biggest menace you've ever met in your life. So you know, like things can happen in your life that like shift your personality.
Yeah.
So I don't know if. So yeah. So I don't know if you're always, if like you were like that before. I think some things
What was
can
your
happen.
personality in high school? Is it the same Clyde we see now?
Probably pretty similar, but some changes.
Yeah, maybe
I think-
maybe that nigga not lying.
Sure. But I think that's no. But I think that's. I think you're fortunate to have that. That like, not that you haven't had anything traumatic. It's just the traumatic experiences you've had haven't.
Yeah, it
like,
wasn't that
I don't know though.
changed-
There's probably some
haven't
people who
changed
would
your identity.
There's probably some people who would vehemently disagree with that though.
That you're the
That
same
you're-
person?
Yeah. I feel for the most part, but I get there's a lot of. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably not I'm not the same person.
I feel like you probably were. I don't know about Zoe though.
Not really.
I'm
I mean,
probably.
Oh, you're different. What's different?
I had it in me, but I wasn't. I was a very play the background type of guy growing up. So people are surprised that I am how I am, but I've always been like this. I just never felt the need to like show it to the world. So I was always cool with everyone, but I was never like someone that you noticed. I was just kind of in the back.
I can
chilling.
see that because you're very good at putting yourself out there creatively, but like we even talked about this, like social dynamics, you just be chilling. Like people need to
Yeah.
come to you type shit.
Yeah.
So that still feels like your essence. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like you purposefully like tweak things. you
Yeah.
know?
Just show a different side of myself. Yeah. Do you think you're the same?
The same. I feel like similar to you. I feel like I always had it in me, but I lacked a lot of confidence in high
Really?
school. Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
What? Big
Yeah.
Zo?
Yeah.
Say a word.
Yeah. I wasn't very confident in high school. Like people.
Were you a bully?
No, I don't think.
Because bullies usually lack confidence, and that's how they take it out on other people. I'm not saying you were. I'm asking.
And bullies were usually bullied.
I wasn't bullied, or I don't think I was a bully. I wasn't the nicest to some people, I would say that, but I wouldn't go out of my way to like terrorize people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But was I a bitch to some people? Probably. People would say that.
Did your high school inform that? Because you said you kind of went to like
An art school.
okay, what, did you go to like a white kind of high school
Yeah.
too? Okay.
A white art school, yeah.
So were you just like fuck everybody?
Not necessarily fuck everybody, but I had my little, I had my clique and I stuck to it. And a lot of people
Right.
from high school I still don't even talk to. But I just think, I wasn't very confident in high school. I feel like I tried to be liked by a lot of people. But yeah. I feel like if I had the confidence now that I had high school, I'd be way more ruthless.
Oh wow.
10 times more
So
ruthless.
thank God you weren't, or
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, everything comes at the time it needs to
And
come.
I feel like certain teachers or certain I guess leaders in high school would see it in me and they would single me out. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're going to take the lead spot in this, or I'm going to give you this.
that's
So
fire.
they would see it in me. And it's happened to me a few times from middle school to high school. But I was never outwardly confident the way I am now. I can walk into a room and own it and things like that. No.
right.
Teacher comes and whispers to you, "You're not like the others."
Yeah. No, dead ass. Dead
A
ass.
lot of black people have that type of experience.
You think
in school.
so?
I've heard that account too many, more than I can count.
You're not like the others?
No, not
Yeah, maybe
not
you
that.
are.
Okay,
Yeah.
not that phrasing. I mean that. Yo, you're special. Hey, you know what you could do is way higher than all these other kids.
Right.
I think
Not
that's
the other black kids, but the other kids in general.
You're one of the. Good
I've heard
ones.
that. But I've heard that too, where it's you're that's a trope
You're
for
not like
movies.
these other
that's
black
a trope
kids.
for movies. You know when Hillary
Yeah.
Swank comes, she's a supply teacher, and then she comes and teaches all the black kids how to, like that.
Freedom Riders?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
That's that's a genre. That's the white savior shit.
movies. That's why those movies need to die. But you gave it a positive connotation, though. You're saying
Because
that's good?
that comes from a real place. I think the gifted Ice Cube writing poetry in the back of the class ass kid in a bad inner city school or whatever
Like Zoe's?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm painting a picture that's different than her experience, but I'm just saying that trope and experience I've heard firsthand, and I've seen it satired, parodied, pastiche.
Do you think
and
it's
everything.
good though? You're saying it's good.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I'm trying to spin it into a positive.
I think I've
Trying
had
to take the good from the bad.
Okay,
but,
fair
you
enough.
know.
Fair enough.
I've
Some
had it
people,
both
yeah.
ways where I've had, you're, and it's fucked up when you think about it, but like, yeah, you're not like these other.
Or you ain't gonna be shit.
No. I've had, you're not like these other black girls
Oh wow.
in the school. And I've also had the, you are special, period.
Okay.
I've had both. I've had both.
Did both make you smile?
I don't think both made me smile. Though when you're not like the other black girls, it didn't clue into me until I was much older. Because obviously they didn't say it like that. Like, you're not like these other ragamuffin black girls. So it wasn't said like that. But like when they would bring my mom and I into conversations where it was like, Zoe has the capabilities compared to her peers that she consistently surrounds herself with, which at the time was a group
just
of black girls. Right?
They're
So
not
when
slick, man.
when I would think about it back then, like when I would all get Zoe has the opportunity to do things differently,
what I'm
and she
talking
has
about, yeah.
stronger capabilities than some of the other girls that she is friends with.
Yeah.
That's what it was giving. And that's basically what they were saying. Is you ain't like these other little black girls running around here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And if it's true, sometimes you're like, damn, that's fucked up.
And honestly, one thing I also remember.
What do you do? This is the part of the world that is hard for people to navigate. And I would imagine if you're not black, it's hard to navigate. Because what if something that you say can be taken as racist or stereotypical, but it's true?
But it's true.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do then? If you hang with just a bunch of just the gang banging, I don't care about nothing kids that don't want to do nothing with their life, and your teacher's like, yeah, you're the special one out of your friends.
Yeah.
Is that wrong to say?
No, it's not.
It's not, though.
No, it's not.
And to be honest, she wasn't wrong.
No, shit.
And this is no shade, and I'm not going to say who I'm talking about.
Thank God I got out of there.
But when I look at all the girls that I did used to hang out with at that time,
Show me their IG after
no,
this.
they're all. And I'm not trying to say I'm better than anyone by any means. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own journey, but
Yeah, facts.
none of them are really doing nothing.
much?
You know what I mean? Whether it's making an impact, whether it's I don't know. It does. I mean, this is from the outside looking in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? None of them are really doing nothing to this day.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Hey.
I'm not saying I'm doing everything. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm doing something.
Teacher
Life.
was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's life. A majority of people, they ain't gonna do nothing.
That's real.
Yeah.
It's a
That's
fact.
real.
Did you guys have teachers that said you were like ain't shit?
No.
No,
Ooh.
never actually.
Because I used to get in
I
trouble
was always
a
the bright
decent
spot
amount,
with
but-
teachers.
You didn't have beef with any teachers?
No. I was always
I had
very
beef,
respectful.
but they always knew like I wasn't stupid or I wasn't. Actually, my thing was I had an attitude. And it wasn't like an attitude where I would go out of my way to be. Oh yeah, sometimes with certain teachers, yeah. And it wasn't like an attitude where I'd go out of my way to like make it hard.
Yeah.
But like if you gave me a hard time, I wasn't backing down.
Yeah.
Type thing. You know what I mean? And that used to, but like teachers would call my mom and be like, and it'd always be like, Zoe's really smart, da da da. But and my mom would be like, but she's an attitude. My mom used to say all the
she
time,
used to
no,
finish-
Zoe has a
Finish
mouth.
the sentence.
My mom said, yeah, she's
That
like, okay,
attitude,
no,
I know.
you're right.
Yeah.
She's smart. She listens, da da da. She does work, but she's a smart mouth.
Yeah.
My mom knew it. So my teacher would call it like, yes, blah, blah, blah. My mom would be like, okay, yeah. So I can talk to her, like, you know what I mean? But my mom just knew, like, yeah, my daughter's smart, but she's a smart mouth and she's ready. I was the same way at home.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing about my mom, she never protected me when it came to school. Like if I got in trouble at school, she wasn't gonna defend me if she knew I was wrong. A lot of parents used to come to school and they would raise hell. Like, if your kid gets in trouble, you're not going to fight with me, the teacher, because I'm telling you your kid caused trouble in class.
Yeah.
My mom would be like, oh, Zoe caused trouble? All right, cool. Punish her.
Yeah.
That was my mom. Oh, she talked back? Okay, that's cool. Punish her.
Now that we have age mates that are teachers,
Oh, yeah.
like, yo,
Right?
you realize how important that is.
Yeah.
Don't come to the PTA meetings just like cheesed already.
Yeah, like your kid is doing
Yeah.
the bad stuff.
Yeah. But my mom always made a point that
That's real.
if I was wrong, she was never just gonna defend me just because I was her daughter.
Bro,
If you were wrong, you're gonna pay the consequences.
nowadays parents be mad and like come to the school if their kid doesn't make the team.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, like
My
the
mom
way that's
Yeah.
like.
I hate lazy
My
and
mom was not
angry
that parent.
parents, bro.
Lazy and angry. That's a crazy combo.
Either or. I hate lazy parents and angry parents because it's like control your youth and like make sure your kid is like a respectful human being. Like,
Yeah.
why are you defending them doing foolishness? Like, that's like the bare minimum that you should do for somebody.
Yeah.
Do you like, you know, when you see like badass kids, do you just like automatically just blame the parent?
Yeah.
Wow.
A majority of the time.
No, not all the time. Not automatically.
Okay.
It could be like a reflex, but then like I don't know if you're in an area where you got to be like prolonged time around this badass kid, and then you start to see little things or whatever. I can shoot the parents some bail sometimes. Yeah.
What about like a really big kid? Like a
Nah,
really,
that's
like-
different.
like
Some
What do you
kids
mean?
are
What's
just
wrong with
What
you?
do
some
you
kids
mean?
are just
What do you mean
chunky.
by a big kid, Mucho?
like a obese like little Terrio.
What about them? What? What's the problem?
Some kids are just
Are you
chunky.
judging the
I might
parents?
like
Oh, they're the parents because they're overweight?
Mhm.
No.
Why not?
Why?
Whose food did they eat?
Yeah, but everyone's bodies are different. I don't think it's
Not
always
little Terrio.
I don't think it's always the parents.
It's not always. Yeah, you're right.
No, because I mean, transparently, my sister was big.
And you lived in the same house.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't even know where to go.
You were going somewhere though.
but okay, how big? She wasn't like little Terrio big. Oh
Okay,
God
okay,
damn!
right, don't do it. I mean, my sister did like her weight. And this is obviously not funny, but her
Yeah.
weight always fluctuated.
For sure. I'm not talking about when she's making her own meals and stuff. I'm talking about when like they're 5, 6.
My sister was always chubby.
All right, but not like little Terrio.
Maybe I'm
Do
having
I
a
have to
hard
show
time
you Lil
picturing Lil
Terrio?
Terrio. Maybe.
Who was Lil Terrio when he was 6 years old?
That's a big boy.
Okay, I'll Google it. But I
don't want
don't
it.
think my sister was Lil Terrio now that I think about it.
I don't want to
But
see Terrio when he
You
was
know when
sick.
they
My
have the
sister was-
Michelin Man hands?
No, okay, my sister
Like
wasn't
you're
that
only
bad.
supposed to
No.
have that when you're a newborn. But when they're 5 and they still got the Michelin Mans, that's somebody's fault, dog.
Okay, no, my sister was not Lil
All
Terrio
right,
size
thank
at all.
God,
no,
man.
no, not at all. But she was
Yeah, that's
Plus-
what.
I don't
plus
know.
size.
Maybe I'm just biased because like I was inherently just a good kid, but like I would have never done half the stuff that I've seen like kids doing, and I wouldn't even have thought to do it, and that has part to do with my parents.
Yeah,
Just because I know they're not going for that.
you had good parenting, but you even just brought it up yourself about
Yeah.
nature versus nurture, right?
I was just a good kid.
Yeah, you were like a good kid. You just needed to be shepherded a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some.
There's the right amount of fear that was instilled.
Yeah.
Not too much, not too little.
But there are
Yeah,
some
no.
bad kids.
Yeah, there's some kids
yeah.
that we can't psychologize.
What Dr. Umar say?
we cannot psychologize.
Gotta put him down. For good!
We cannot
Psychologize
psychologize
these
all of them on the corner. Some of them have to be put down.
For good! So drop the bag. So drop the bag.
What? That is the best.
In May. Drop the bag.
Oh,
When
drop
Dr.
the bag.
Umar said-
Drop the bag, so.
To have Dr.
Yo,
Umar
that's
Can you
on.
just like flirt with Umar while he's bouncing back from his
At
baby
ease,
mama?
queens.
Yeah.
Does he have a baby mom?
Yeah, he deserted his kid.
Oh, what?
Yeah, maybe he won't come on here anymore. But
Don't say that. Did he actually? Or
yeah, he's
are
going
you-
through baby mama drama. You can't see his kid anymore.
Well, speaking of that, Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah.
What do you do now?
Apparently, and this I saw tweets, but I never saw an actual article reporting this, so I don't know. But apparently, allegedly, he had asked the court for him to pay a lump sum of his child support for the next 18 years for his child with Lil Baby's baby mom. Do you know how fucked that is?
Said I got it right now.
To tell the judge, yo,
Yeah.
to be honest, I want to be so removed from this. What is the lump sum of the next 18 years? I'll pay it right now.
Odd.
Tell this bitch to fuck off. That's insane.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could do that either.
At first, I thought he was wilding. Because I'm just looking at it practically, right?
Okay.
Just practically speaking, just taking the emotion out of it. To save the most money, you shouldn't do that. Because there's something called time value of money, and money compounds and stuff. So instead of paying $1 million a year, instead of paying $18 million at once, you should pay $1 million a year till they're 18.
Right.
Because
Okay.
that money when they're 18.
Is it $1 million? Do you know?
I'm just
It's
random,
just-
random
okay.
example. Because that money in the 18th year is going to be worth less than it is now, right? At first, I'm like, Anthony Edwards, you're wildin'. And I thought about it. So first off, that just means he doesn't have to deal with her anymore. He doesn't have to send payments, no wiretaps, no nothing.
Nothing. No
Legally,
contact.
he washes his hands. Second thing is that, child support is based off of income.
So he's trying to
That Supermax is coming soon.
He's trying to cash out before he gets the Supermax.
Supermax tearing families apart. Oh my
Trying to
god.
cash out before the Super.
Yeah. So now he's
I never thought that. The Supermax is coming for Anthony Edwards.
he's just on a rookie max now.
He's
Still on his rookie contract?
Yeah, he's like 23, something like that. Yeah.
But he's still on a rookie contract?
Well, you get an extension.
Yo,
but yeah,
that's like how SGA fired his agent.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't have to give the 13% or whatever. Yo, when you think about it, you're gonna make
He's smart.
you're gonna make $300 million in like the span of 4 or 5 years. You gotta make sure all of that, as much of that is coming to you.
If one person doesn't need an agent, it's Shay.
Yeah.
He can walk into that front office and be like, all right,
Yeah, write
come
the
on,
check.
write the check. Like, you don't need an
The
agent.
aura
to-
does the
But even
deals for
LeBron
it.
has an agent. LeBron has Rich Paul. No?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
But
so-
he probably just wants to cut in his boy. This person probably was just unagent.
Low key, LeBron hasn't made any like no-brainer Supermaxes.
He
I don't
usually
think so.
takes cuts
He
to
does
get
like he does like
people on his
1+1s
team.
and he does like weird things.
Because he's so racked up from Nike that he probably doesn't even care
Yeah,
for the NBA money.
but yeah, low key. So I think.
But he has a lifetime contract with Nike, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
$1 billion.
crazy.
Oh, God.
Now he does.
So he probably doesn't even care about the NBA contracts. If I could
Probably doesn't
win,
even care. He probably
I'll
doesn't
take a
see that money.
15 M's cut.
Yeah.
and it's his
crazy.
dog. It's his dogs too, right? It's like Maverick and Rich and stuff. I don't think he's trying to cut them out.
Yeah, but I get it for Shay though.
Yeah,
That's wild. Fire your agent because the Supermax is coming?
I'm not giving you 13%. That's
Especially if I didn't rate you like that.
that's like 20 M's almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I-
LeBron low key when he's giving Rich Paul that money, it's coming back to him. Cause now you're funding a company that technically he's not part of Clutch Sports.
Who's not?
LeBron.
Technically, he
But he
doesn't
gets a
own
piece
it.
of all y'all contracts.
You know what I
Don't
mean?
ever forget
But
that shit.
he gets a lot of influence by investing in money into Rich Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyways, but back to Anthony Edwards.
Back to and Edwards, I think it like if you just want to look at it in a financial way and you rationalize it like that,
It makes sense.
can't say it don't make sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It makes sense. It's just
Okay, but
optically
put
not
the optics
greatest.
and the emotions and the...
Put the emotions back in?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
It's fucked up.
That kid.
Why is it fucked
It's
up?
fucked up for the kid. It's fucked up for the kid. And people
Yeah.
have been arguing for a long time about this is why women should listen to men when men say they don't want children. And he's been saying from day one he didn't want this kid and she just wants the paycheck. So she had this kid. I get that. But at the end of the day, this kid is still going to be the only person who suffers in this situation
Yeah.
because two idiots had decided that they wanted to have sex unprotected or whatever the case was. Like, that's not the fair part.
How do you feel about
But-
some women? Sorry. How do you feel about some women on the internet rejoicing at that situation? Like, oh, this is perfect.
For her, for him.
For her. Raise a kid and get money right away and don't have to deal with the man anymore?
That's
Great.
fucked because now you're putting a kid in a situation where what happens if that kid wants to know their father and that child has every right to know their father.
Yeah, but
Now you have to see that your child didn't want you in the first place and your child or your father didn't want you in the first place. And now your father's making public statements about they don't want nothing to do with you, that your father's willing to pay 18 M's or whatever the amount is to basically have you fucked off of their life. Like, that's nasty.
Even sperm bank kids are allowed to see their dad after a certain point.
but what I'm saying is, like, there is a possibility in a perfect world he could grow up, he could mature, and decide he wants to be in the kid's life. Just him paying the money does not mean, like, he's not
True,
signing
'cause
something
the
to
on-
never ever see
The
the
only
kid ever
difference
again.
is the time you pay.
Yeah.
Because what you're mad at really is the fact that he doesn't want to be in the kid's life.
Yeah.
You're
That's
not mad
what-
at his schedule of payments.
No.
Yeah.
I don't care about the payments.
'Cause he could-
but the payments reflect on how
Yeah.
you feel about, and if it's like, yo, give me the check up front, I'll sign it, take the money out, and tell you and your kid to, or you and our kid to bounce.
Yeah. He
That-
could decide
yeah.
in 2 years, you know what, I was tripping, and fix it, make it right. There's still hope. All hope is
There
not
is,
lost.
I agree, but it's still nasty the way it's playing out right now.
Can I ask you boys a wild hypothetical? Would you guys pull a Anthony Edwards if you got by accident you guys got Christian Rock pregnant? Krishan Rock.
Yeah.
I never heard you answer something so court. Okay, what about you?
I don't want to deal with her. I'll deal with the baby. I'll pay the 18 M's for the custody and for you to go away forever.
Real. But
Bring the baby over here. My family will deal with it. I don't want to be around you.
this might, but you will have to be because you're co-parenting. You're gonna have.
No, not if I get
Oh
custody.
yes, full custody.
I was saying, yeah, I will
I'm sorry.
pay you for full custody.
jeez.
You
I
go
think
away.
I would respect Anthony Edwards a bit more if he did that.
But he clearly he didn't even want the baby.
I
so-
know, which is kind of messed up.
He
And
ain't
I
jacking
get it. Oh, he said he didn't want it. But at the end of the day, like, it takes two to tango, man.
Have you guys seen Christian Rock's baby? Krishan Rock's baby.
I have.
No comments.
And it's sad.
Why is it sad?
Because the baby is clearly not developing fully at its full potential. And I think I can infer highly educated guess, that it is because she was drinking and wilding when she was pregnant. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to notice that this child is not fully developing because of the way she handled her pregnancy.
She might be the worst baby mom of all time. Like, yo, nobody's
Hey,
on Christian Rock's side, though.
Krishan.
Oh, Krishan. What a name. Krishan Rock. Nobody's on Krishan Rock's side. Like, this is the first, like, how you have all of the internet on Blueface's side?
Yeah. She was like, there's videos of her drinking. There's videos of her in the club when she's pregnant. There's videos of her around smoke when she's pregnant. Yeah, like she was in, like, she's insane.
I saw her.
Where?
Live. In the club, pregnant.
No
What?
way.
In LA. Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
I swear.
Like a year ago or whatever? When you had the Grammy weekend?
Yeah, no, it wasn't Grammys. It was that summer.
This past summer.
No, the
summer
one
before she had the baby.
Oh,
summer
okay.
before. Yeah, she was in the club. I remember. We were in a section. Drewski was over there. Patrick Beverly and Zach Randolph and Krishan Rock.
And you did a cheers with Krishan Rock when she had
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was far. She was like a couple booths over.
But she was pregnant.
She was visibly pregnant.
With Zach Randolph?
What?
I don't think she was
he was in
with
the club.
Zach Randolph, but they're like
okay.
in the same. It was like Patrick Beverly was wearing shorts, sitting on the couch. Drewski was somewhere over there, and Zach Randolph and Krishan Rock.
Okay,
So
sorry.
if Krishan Rock's saying, cheers to my 25th, are you having that shot with her?
Maybe because I'm scared. She's a scary person. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. So I'll probably do it.
Cheersing a pregnant woman and watching her take a shot, someone will haunt you.
But what am I gonna do? Smack the drink on her?
Yeah.
her hand?
I would be like, no, I'm not cheersing with
Do
you.
it, dog.
I don't want her to hit me.
Oh my God.
It's insane.
That sounds like a horrible situation. A pregnant woman cheersing you.
Yeah.
Because what do you do if I'm belly out and I go mucho cheers with a tequila shot in my hand?
At the most, I'd probably be like, you know, you wrong.
Yeah. You gotta go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta take it from her.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'll do it. I'll do both.
I'll do both. That's a good play, actually.
That is a
you
good
got
one.
to.
No confrontation.
That's tough. How come I never heard this story? You in the club with pregnant Krishan Rock.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of
Remember that?
Yeah. The back of my memory.
Yeah, but that baby's definitely.
Yeah, fetal alcohol syndrome for sure.
I mean, I don't want to
Prayers
diagnose
up.
anything, but you can definitely tell that baby's not developing.
Prayers up for the baby.
Yeah, yeah. Or yeah, hopefully you're not little Krishan. So
Hopefully
you
she
could-
fixes up. Like
Yeah.
it's never
Is
too
she
late,
still in
right?
jail?
Sure?
No, she was on like some like.
Blueface, right?
Blueface is still
Blueface
in jail.
is still
but
in
she's
jail.
still-
But she's on some like weird thing.
Damn, what's
Okay,
next?
do we want to do anything else or?
Let's do one more.
Okay,
We're not
Well,
doing the deers.
I'll say, do we want to do Dear Relentless? Do we want to do? I don't really care about the DDG stuff. I mean, he cut his dreads.
Yeah, he cut it just. I will
Are
say.
you gonna cut your dreads anytime soon?
Nah.
Never.
I don't think the story was about his dreads.
No, it's not. It's about the Bia thing.
The
but
reason
I think-
those guys like him and Black Boy Max, people like them, cut off their dreads is because they had something that you would call a sky top.
Pat Boy Max had dreads.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
They had what you call a sky top, which is the worst way to grow dreads.
Yeah.
When you just start with a fade and then now you got nothing on the side. So there's shit. They got 12 dreads.
Yeah. But the sky top was the wave in like 2015.
Mm-hmm.
X, Juice World, Ski,
Yeah.
all of the Lils had a sky top. Lil Pump,
Yeah.
Uzi, Yachty,
Facts.
Smoke Perp, all of them.
Makes me feel the same way that the tapered blowout look makes me feel.
Oh, it's like the Duke starting fives? That's like back in the
Duke
day?
I think that's going to be
Dude,
around
starting
forever.
5 is hilarious.
That's going to be around forever. The Duke starting 5 is never going away.
Honestly, I won't lie. I appreciate when a man
starting 5 is great. That's
when a
fire.
man cuts his dreads and it looks nice and good.
Yeah, because you're a texturist.
I'm not, what?
Yeah, that's why.
What?
Zoe doesn't like it when men grow their hair. When black men grow their hair. She doesn't like it.
Whoa.
Texturist.
Whoa.
And she likes it when you have waves with the pomade. Because she's a texturist.
Hold on. That is literally not true. That is literally not true. Like at all.
Long hair on a black man or waves?
What is the hairstyle?
Oh.
What is the hairstyle?
Let's say they're growing out their like that in between phase for a year or whatever, where they're just growing out their hair.
She
Like-
clearly hates that.
Like Chief Keef?
She's made it very
Doesn't have to
clear
be
that
Chief
she
Keef.
hates that.
Black men.
No.
To get braids or to get dreads or whatever, you have to grow your hair out a little bit. It's gonna be a little nappy, if you would say, coarse. Yeah,
But is he still maintaining it?
he's trying his best. Yeah,
Like he's still getting lineups. He's still
he's getting
like it's
lineups.
still
Yeah.
trimmed
Nickel
down
fades
or
here and
not.
there, maybe a light taper, nothing crazy, but yeah.
Don't lie.
I'ma be pissed.
Like, don't lie.
I'm not gonna break up with my man because he didn't get braids.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
break up with him,
Yeah,
but
you know,
I might kiss my teeth a little bit.
there you go.
But I'm not gonna break up with my man because he's growing his hair out. That's crazy.
it's okay.
But I will kiss my teeth.
We're all working on our isms. You know what I mean?
But I don't think that doesn't make me texturist though, because even like I wouldn't want Clyde to grow out his hair either, and he's basically white. So like it's not even about the texture. It's about like I just
Yeah.
like a very like low cut. You know,
True. Even Travis Kelce, you like him with the low cut.
That there you go.
right,
That's
all
another
right.
thing
Yeah, but
too.
we-
Alright.
But we
See,
already
I
know
helped
that
you get
Zoe.
on your job.
There.
There
No,
you
but
go.
we already know that Zoe likes adjacent blacks.
Oh,
We know that's her vibe.
She's
People-
colorist too.
We know
People that-
she's
she's
a
color-
light-skinned
People that
wrangler.
look- no, it's not even light skin. She likes people that aren't black that look black.
Oh, that's her bag.
Travis
eh?
Kelce, Central C.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew
you feel
it.
me?
I
Like,
knew
that
it.
type of man.
She like them adjacents.
Yeah.
I like black men, first of all.
Facts.
Second of all,
And
no white
adjacent.
bodies.
what?
No white bodies.
Thank you.
And adjacent.
I don't think I like adjacent, but Travis Kelce during that time was a good looking fella.
Yeah.
Central C, before I saw him in person, was also a good looking fella.
Right.
I think when I saw John C in person, I was like, oh, I was a little bit, he's small.
He's like 5'8" or whatever. He's probably your height, maybe 5'7".
Maybe about, yeah. And he's just like tiny.
But what was the dark skin thing that y'all were
Oh
talking
yeah, there you go.
about?
There you go. Okay. So this goes viral quite often, but it's a lot of I think I disagree with it, but whatever. It's a lot of dudes that say there's a dark skin shift at a certain point in time where for men, not for women, but maybe for women too, but I'm talking about for men here.
Ugh.
Where they say that dark skinned men are appreciated now more than they used to be, and light skinned men used to be more fetishized back in the day.
That's a fact.
What's the debate about that? That's true.
So you guys believe that?
It's
So
true.
what do you
I
guys
lived it.
I was gonna say, I saw it happen in real time.
I was there.
So my whole thing is this, right? I fake believe it a little bit,
Fake believe it.
but everybody has a different year when it happened. That's how you know it's not real. Because it's niggas that are 22 that say that,
They just want to be part of the conversation.
Yeah.
but they say it though.
No, but I think
No.
it happens during it might be different years, but it's the same era.
See, now maybe we're getting at the same spot. I think it happens in high school, this shift. Whenever anybody's in high school, when a lot of young girls or whatever forget their isms, forget their
You
colors.
think in high school is when the shift happened to
or maybe uni or whatever, but it just
definitely was in high school.
whatever. It just happens 17, 18, whatever.
Yeah.
But it happens when people become adults and they just unlearn things that were learned to them by media and Eurocentricism.
Late
and shit like
high
that.
school, early uni is when I would say that I noticed it.
See, I'm not mad at people that say that, But when they say the great dark-skin shift happened in 2016 or something, I'm like, no, it didn't.
It's probably people that were that age
yeah,
in that
that's
time.
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. But it did happen.
Yeah,
definitely happened.
Yeah,
It did happen.
Yeah,
It did
I'm not-
happen.
It did.
Yeah.
Just
'Cause
because
dudes-
you were having sex with white girls in Guelph doesn't mean that there wasn't a shift.
It did happen.
Just because you were ahead of the curve.
Nah, I'm
Dudes
not.
that were light skinned, that were like mediocre looking,
Right.
were definitely killing way more just off the fact that they were light skinned.
Yeah, they were going crazy on Facebook. Yeah.
Don't let you be light skinned with colored eyes.
Okay.
You were cleaning house,
That's real.
clean it up.
That's real. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Collectively across the board, and then there was a dark skin shift. Like it was just always light skinned dudes with color contacts.
It
and
was.
Then 2016 it switched to dark skinned dudes.
Yeah.
See, that's where I disagree. I don't think it was a certain year because people of different ages in their 20s and 30s say that.
Oh, it was 2016?
No. People of different ages from in their 20s and 30s say,
There
it was
a
2016.
shift.
Oh, it was 2008. Oh, it was when
It was just a certain
it was
era
when
of your
Drake,
life.
but it was
Yeah.
when not when Drake,
Steph Curry and
when LeBron
Yeah.
or whatever,
no.
or when Michael Jordan or Wesley
Oh,
Snipes,
okay.
they be saying shit like that.
No.
It's niggas of different
to
ages
Source
saying
point.
that.
It's the same era of time, like a transition period, but everyone goes through that at different years based on your age.
Whenever you started
I'm not
getting
mad at
girls.
that. I'm not. Yeah.
Whenever you started getting girls, that's when the shift.
But I felt the shift in that era for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
for sure.
but you never shifted.
because we were
though.
trying to get girls.
Wait, what do you mean?
You never
You
shifted.
said you never
though.
shifted.
We never shifted.
You still like the
There's
Jalen
still some
Hurtses
isms.
of the world.
That is not true. I've literally only dated one light skinned guy in my life.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
I think.
Only one? Nah, the other nigga was kind of light skinned too.
It
What
did
other nigga?
happen.
Oh, I was like, woo.
And then I'm not gonna lie, I do feel bad for light skinned dudes because people have no regard for like their feelings at all. The way that
is
people
not
talk
true.
crazy of them.
That is not true. Light skinned
true.
guys still be dating. Light skinned guys still be getting girls.
Yeah, of
just
course
when
they
light skinned
do.
guys
Just-
get light skinned girls, it's like that is
They
just
look
scary.
like siblings?
Yeah.
But people on
Light
the
skin on light
internet,
skin dating is like, what's happening here?
people on the internet definitely talk
Yeah,
crazy
they
about light
they
skins now.
feminize light skinned men.
Yeah.
So now
on the
now than
internet,
more than
on the
before,
internet.
100%.
The internet did?
Yeah,
The internet
absolutely.
does.
Yeah, social
To
media.
this day,
yeah,
they
for
feminize
sure.
light skin
Yeah,
men.
like-
How
for sure.
light skinned dudes fall, how dark skinned
Yeah.
dudes fall.
Yeah.
Which I laugh like crazy at those ones because they're so ridiculous. But at the same time, I do agree with the common take that like the feminization of light skinned men leads to the masculinization of dark skinned women. Right? It's like two sides of the same coin. So I do kind of agree that because now you're just saying that, you know, light skin is associated with femininity and prettiness and shit like that. And then you're just hardcore and aggressive if you're dark skinned. So if you flip that on women, like, what are you doing with those jokes? But I still be laughing though. But I try to not.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've claimed dark skin for a long time, and people have told me I'm not dark skin. So
I just think that some people grew up in an era.
why'd you make that face?
I don't think you're dark skinned, but it's not a debate. Like it's
Yeah,
not a
to
big,
me, I never debate whenever someone wants to say they're light skin, dark skin, whatever, because there is no like paper bag test. There's no like real like, oh, you're definitely this, you're definitely that. It's all a continuum, and we're trying our best. But a lot of us grew up in an era where it was just light skin and dark skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That brown skin shit was new internet shit to me.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
why I always said I was dark skinned until eventually, no, I was not.
Yeah, so now you're brown skin. How come you not know? Like they're acting like these are objective facts. Shut up.
Or like the light skin biracial distinction lumped together.
Oh yeah, you're not biracial, you're light skinned. There's that whole
Yeah.
thing too. That light skins are not biracials and biracials are not light skins.
Ugh.
Yeah.
See that? All right. So you could be a dark skinned biracial.
Yeah.
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 Like that exists. It's rarer.
I
but
know
that,
girls who
brother.
are
that
dark skinned
exists.
biracial.
Like, yeah, like
But that's why
But they're not always half white though.
yeah, half Indians more
Half
likely.
Indian or half
Yeah.
Asian even.
But that's why I said the thing where I'd be confused where people are like, you have to have a black parent to be black. Because if you're mixed race, but your skin is dark, are you not black?
You're still biracial.
Yeah.
But you're black though.
To me, people just like to argue these stupid
You're still
semantics.
biracial.
I
So
don't know.
can you not be biracial and black?
You can be biracial.
If you have two biracial parents, are you then biracial as well?
Yes.
But
This is listen.
We do this all the time. But
What?
No, we've had this that specific argument all the time, and that's just where you fall, right? Like you personally don't believe that, like biracial people are just black. You believe
Because
they're
we're
both.
the only race that does that.
Yeah, because
but
we have.
we're the only race that has like such a multitude of
goes-
shades.
That's not true. That's not true.
We just
Asian people definitely have a multitude of shades based on where in Asia you're from.
To the degree of black people? No.
I've seen some pretty dark Asian.
No, there
And
are
colorism
dark,
is as much of
in
an
like-
issue in
Yeah.
Asian communities as
In
it
like
is.
the
Maybe not as
Philippines
much,
or like
but
No, I'm saying
Cambodia.
there are like darker skinned Asians, but I'm talking about like if you put like a color palette,
Yeah.
black people, I would
Yeah.
argue have the most different color shades of people.
Well, yes,
which
but that
make
also
it be
plays
able to-
into slavery and
But that
Yeah,
has
they-
nothing to do with the.
But with the actual phenotype, right?
phenotype.
Phenotype. Yeah.
Is it phenotype?
Yeah, no, you
Phenotype?
might be right. Yeah, phenotype.
Because like, what do you?
With the actual phenotype of black people, I guess what Trezor is getting at, you look at someone full black, you look at someone full Asian, full Native American, whatever. Like someone full black, their offspring is gonna look more like them than the rest. Like if they have biracial kids, like 100% black. Think about the people back. You know what I mean? Like people like me. You know what I mean? Or even the people in West Africa or something.
That's
Like-
not true because I wouldn't know that. I'm not gonna say his name. Cameraman one.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't know that he was biracial until he told me.
Yeah, but no, you're leading to my point. But if you had a black father or a black mother,
You would know that he had
would be
black
able to
in it.
tell. So that's
Yes. Well, no.
More than likely, you probably would be able to say,
Yeah.
"Yo, you have something."
they have a
in you."
full black,
Yes, I would
100%
say.
African.
Okay, yes, you have black in you, but the same way I'm saying he is biracial as well.
Yeah.
but you
Not
can't
with
tell.
black, but when I asked him, "What are you?" He says, "I'm half Chinese." He doesn't just say, "I'm Chinese."
I know.
Yeah.
But when you ask a person who's black and biracial, or what, they automatically say black, but that's because of the one drop rule.
Sure, but and the one drop rule is deeper than the phenotype thing that Trezor is talking about. But I do agree with that, phenotype, whatever. But at the same time, too, you are saying that we're the only race that does this, right? 100%. But we are, and that's why I have no problem with you describing it like that. But we are influenced by the racial politics in America, right?
Okay.
It's the dominant culture in North America, especially.
I understand, but I'm saying, okay, if someone who is Chinese and white have a child,
Yeah,
Chinese sometimes shows up more in the child,
sure.
but the child just doesn't claim Chinese.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm with you.
You can't just you don't just claim the most dominant race that shows up in you.
Yeah,
But history has a part to do in that, though.
and you said it's because of the one drop rule.
Yes, that's my point. So we're the only race that, because black usually shows up more in biracial children, that they automatically claim back because of the one drop rule. You weren't accepted as white because you have one drop of black
And you're
in you.
denouncing that. You're denouncing the
Cameraman has something to
You're
say.
denouncing the racial classification that comes from the one drop rule.
Yes.
That's fair.
I say I'm half Chinese because I know that the follow-up question, if I were to just say that I'm Chinese, is no, you're not.
Oh,
Not
really?
Not because I don't claim the idea that I'm Chinese. Like if someone were to ask me what, like I have to pick something or like a drop down, and there's no like mixed option or something like that, I'm gonna go with Chinese, right? The only reason I say that like I'm half Chinese is because if I just say I'm Chinese, they're gonna be like, no, you're not.
I would have never questioned it.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But that's the question I get 90% of the time.
Really?
I'll say, so I have to
See?
explain my mix and
Yeah.
everything as well,
And-
too. That's because of my mixed name as well.
And to add to that, it's much less likely that someone like Clyde, if they ask Clyde, like, are you black? Right now, what are you? And he's like, I'm black. No, you're not. There's no way that someone's gonna say that to Clyde.
Yeah.
And that's
Zoe
just,
might.
huh?
I would
Unless
say-
you're black.
I would say black and what?
But only black.
Ah.
Well, not only, but I would argue that black people are probably going to be the ones that ask him that, not
I
other
usually
people.
say black. Like if someone
If
like
someone looks mixed, you're gonna ask them and what?
sometimes, yeah. I'm like, what are you? I'm like, I'm black. I'm like,
But you wouldn't tell that to him.
But you wouldn't say that to me.
honestly, I didn't see that you were like if you said Chinese, I'm like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Wouldn't that also necessarily be a recognition like thing? Because
Like based on
because-
phenotypes.
Yeah.
No, just simply based on the fact that like you have seen more black faces
than Asian
Yeah.
faces.
So you know the
You're less
difference.
likely to be able to discern whether or not I'm fully Chinese.
Yeah.
That's true. Because white people wouldn't be like, "What's your mix?" They would just see a black person
Bro,
and it's a black person.
you should hear how some of these white people react to colorism talks.
right?
They're all a bunch of
Yeah, they're all the same
Yeah.
to me.
to them,
Interesting.
'Cause,
I
yeah,
didn't
there's so many-
I didn't even thought about it that
There's
way.
so many slippery
What-
slopes
Yeah.
and what you count as stuff. And then you could go into like albino people. What do you call them if they have two black parents?
Right,
like
right.
you know,
My thing is the classification. It's like if I am not black and I'm mixed, then like I think I need a more specific thing
Category.
to
A
say
category
what my
of
race is.
mixed.
Because what you're saying is that me and him are the same race.
yeah.
well,
We're
you're
all
both
both
mixed
biracial.
with two races.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying is like you could be comprised of two completely different races than me, right? And then we're the same box. That doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
And you'd have different privileges, different hardships. If you were half native and he's his mix, even though technically they're both mixed, he would have a different life than him. He'd be able to do certain things that he couldn't do. So how can you really classify them as the same?
Yeah. To me, I just respect whatever anybody wants to call themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
That's where things get a little sticky.
it gets a little slippy, but to me, that's been the best measure to take. Because
Yeah.
it's like, I understand how you have a different relationship with race because you're Caribbean compared to African Americans. But if I meet a African American who's 40% black and they say, "Yeah, I'm black," I'm like, "All right, bet." Like that's up to you. Like what do you think the percentage of blackness Beyonce is? Like what do you think it is? Like pure like African heritage?
No.
It's probably
She's
close to
definitely-
50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Beyonce.
But like nobody would say Beyonce's not black.
Yeah, we pick and choose who we call
Yeah.
black. We call Obama the first black president.
well, yeah, you're right. And Beyonce, I said that
We
Obama's.
say Tiger Woods is black.
So like I don't know. To me, like you avoid a lot of problems and avoid offending
Kamala
people.
Harris would have been the first. Well, no,
Yeah.
they made it very clear that Kamala was
she
half
identified
Indian.
with both.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that was more of a self-chosen thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She could have done it however she wanted to. Like there's you got Chili in TLC, right? Like that's what I was thinking about when it said dark skinned biracial woman, but she's half Indian. You know what I mean? Like you got Tatiana Ali. I think she's half Indian too. Whatever, like
Tatiana earlier.
I could see
I'm
it.
pretty sure she's half Indian too.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, man. If these people say they're black, turn up, man. My life's not gonna change.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I don't know. I just feel like we're upholding something that's just.
It's not really upholding because race is fake anyway. All this
Yeah.
shit is fake. Like me genetically, I'm not the same as a South African. I'm not the same as a Horn African. I'm not. But we're all under the same umbrella because of the melanin I have in my skin, and that's cool. We share a Pan-African heritage because of the way we got treated and the fact that we share a continent and the fact that shit was separated from the Sahara to the south. Like that's true. All of that shit is true. But
Yeah.
genetically, we are pretty different. So it's like if all of this is made up, like what do I look like splitting hairs just because?
Yeah.
Just because you look black, but one parent.
Because
ain't,
color
yeah.
ain't even really the deciding factor. Because like we've said, there are like Tamil people who are very dark skinned, but you wouldn't call them black. There's Tamil people that are darker than you, and you would not call them black.
Like a good example
You
too.
know?
That's a good one. But one that trips me out sometimes too is somebody like Patty Mills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Australian.
yeah.
Patty Mills. He's an Australian
indigenous Australian
person.
is what
He's
he
not
calls.
black at all. He has zero.
He looks black.
He has 0% African lineage in him.
He looks black.
Yeah.
That's
He's not
crazy.
like nothing.
He's 0% African.
I thought
He
was, like,
refers
at
to
least
himself
something.
as
Yeah.
indigenous.
But in Australia,
The basketball player?
yeah,
Yeah.
0% African.
Indigenous
What are you telling me right
Australian.
I promise you, he's indigenous Australian.
That's how he calls himself.
Yeah, and in Australia, they call them black.
But I mean,
If you're indigenous in Australia, you're just black. Like they don't have indigenous in Australia.
But indigenous
But you
people
call them
there,
black?
indigenous people there are darker than me.
Word.
I was gonna say
Okay.
yes. Now we're playing the same game as if you're Tamil darker. Yeah, because I mean,
But the features aren't even like they don't because Indian people kind of have like a not Caucasian but European look. Like these people like
Eurocentric.
yeah,
Guy just
these
looks
are not
black.
Eurocentric looking people.
He got dreads. Like he look black.
So it just when all of this shit is made up, I feel like you should allow people a little more. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think it's only to divide us. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to divide us even more.
The only enemy is the white person.
I'd say all that now.
Yeah.
So drop the Umar bag.
We'll see.
I ain't
Drop
say all
the
that.
Umar
People
bag,
tag
so.
us every week.
And
like,
are you
get
talking
Dr.
about-
Umar on the show?
Nah,
Oh my
facts.
god.
I'd love to have
Are you
one.
talking about like white across the board? No matter where, what type of white?
Kim K is okay. Yeah. She
Like
cool.
the Middle Eastern
Yeah,
white.
yeah.
Well, she's also half Armenian.
She's half Armenian? Oh, yeah.
the
you're
Robert
right,
Kardashian.
you're right,
She's
you're
Shout
right.
out to
Armenian.
the
Yeah.
Serbians and the Ukrainians.
The Serbians?
Ukrainians.
Yeah.
I feel like they probably don't really like us too tough.
They definitely don't.
Eastern
Who?
Europeans.
I mean, none of them really like us. But I'm just saying the better ones.
Eastern Europeans are the better ones?
No way.
I like the Balkans, yeah.
I don't know
I've
about
heard
that.
Bal-
As a majority, I don't know. I definitely met some really great
Because a lot of Balkans have been
Balkans.
Yeah,
but,
shout out to Murder, right?
yes, you're right.
Okay, remember how
because
Norm was saying how Filipinos are like the black people of Asian
The Asi-
cultures,
right.
And I think that Balkan people, like whether it's Ukraine, Serbia, all those places, to an extent, have had some sort of persecution or like the G word or like
Yeah.
you know attempt at that.
If
type
your
of shit
if your
happening.
country can hoop, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Serbia.
Yeah, that's it.
That kind of goes into what I was gonna say. Because wouldn't you say like people say like Italy is like the
They bought their
That
whiteness
type
though
of-
too.
But
'Cause
Italy
weren't there,
also
like,
is
some
fairly
black-
racist. Yes. There's definitely a
Yo,
lot of racism.
I heard there's people too pussy to go to Italy because they're black.
I had a different experience in Italy, but I've heard some very.
I heard they did
I
Irish
heard it
people
wasn't a safe
crazy
space
too.
for black women.
Irish people were enslaved.
I
there.
didn't have. a
And
problem
Irish
there.
people be mad racist too.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I don't know. Maybe where I was in Italy, I don't know.
Were you in Rome?
No,
Oh, that's why.
so maybe that's why.
I heard worse things.
You're
I heard
Milan.
Rome is nasty. I won't lie. In Malta, there was definitely some racism going on in Malta.
I understand what women are like. Yo. I understand what women are like. Yo, this country's not a safe space for me, or this city's not a safe space for me. Especially a city if it's like a real city. But when like black men are like, I can't travel there because it's not a safe space for me. Fam, what are you scared of, bro?
Getting attacked?
Getting killed?
Bro,
Literally.
where are we getting attacked and killed just because we're black? Just for traveling.
It may not be the mortality of it. It's more like, oh, like I won't be
You're
able
scared
to.
of getting looks? Getting while you're eating
I don't
dinner?
know.
You
They
never
might,
know,
they might
man.
do something to your food. You won't be able to
Exactly.
get a car,
Alright,
like
alright.
a
Someone
like
can
a
just
Uber or
spit
a
on you
taxi.
and-
Don't fend for these people because I know you guys aren't these type of people. Where are you guys not traveling because you're black?
I'm not. No.
So what's
So
wrong
you're
with these-
telling me you would, if somewhere where you didn't feel or you felt was racist, you wouldn't feel
where?
like,
Where should I
there's
be
definitely
scared to
places
go?
in Europe
As
where
a black man, where should I be scared to go?
I
Listen.
personally do not want to go to any Eastern European country.
Just because their food's bad, facts.
No,
No.
because I feel like they wouldn't like me.
Okay, so it's not a safe space for you.
If that's what you want to remix it, I feel like that's a very internet way of saying.
Yeah, you're trying to
think
make
people
safe
are-
space pussy.
Yeah,
That's what
it
you're
is,
trying to
though.
say.
But it is though.
if you're outwardly, you can't just apartment 200 shot your way through life. If you are not liked because you are black, they will call you the N-word and tell you to go back to your country.
You don't
You're
see
gonna be
speed in
"Oh,
China. They're
shots
shooting
up."
bananas and
Like you can't just chin up shirtless your way through life. Sometimes if they don't want you there, they will make it known.
Word.
They will pass comments off.
Mucho's the dude to take the pictures in China because they've never seen a black person before.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Low-key,
yeah.
when I was in Thailand, it was 2 Russian girls that came
See?
up to me and I'm like, sure. You know what I mean?
That's not a
Take
good
the-
thing.
It's not.
Take the picture. But like, no one got hurt in the process. What
Yeah.
happened?
Well, that's great.
You would have happily taught all the classes the Soulja Boy
Yeah.
dance.
But I'm saying though, you said East because I want you to name places. You said Eastern Europe,
I think
right?
Eastern Europe, I would want to stay out of.
Where's Myrna from? Serbia?
Mirna's no, not Serbia.
She's Serbian.
Is she Serbian?
She's Serbian.
No, isn't it?
I remember I said something Serbian to her on the show.
Where's Jokic from?
Serbia.
Oh, maybe.
There you are. I bet you she says I could pull up. Facts.
But I would also argue that people from a country like to see the good in their country.
Yeah, don't say-
and
I
would
mean,
like
yes,
to take.
I'll see the good in it too.
Yes and no. I don't
Not
know.
necessarily. If
Why
you just
not?
try to go wandering by yourself, talking to random people, they're
I've
probably
seen
not
Burundians
jacking
in
you.
Serbia. There's little Burundi there.
Little Burundi.
Yeah.
People
But
don't
yeah,
even know real Burundi yet.
Yeah.
you're gonna go to Serbia.
She's no little Burundi.
You're gonna
Toronto.
go to Serbia and find the people that are like you. You're not going to go chill in little Serbia. They're not jacking you.
They're not jacking me.
No.
Maybe
You're
in
gonna walk
Chicago.
into the bar. You think you're gonna walk into the bar like, hey,
Yes.
and they're gonna be like, "Come, have a drink."
Yes.
They're gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
That's how,
I don't
that's
know.
how most people are, though. People paint this picture because
And you're just
I
gonna
want
do
a
that.
bad review on the internet.
No.
And you're gonna do that
Sometimes
until they let you in. Like you're just gonna each bar. Nigger, okay, next one, and like
Bro,
until
you
they
don't
let
walk
you.
into a Serbian bar and get called
No.
nigger.
I'm not saying. Hold on, wait. I'm not saying Serbia only. Don't get me wrong.
Country then. You
But
guys
I
just say
also
vague
think you're
shit.
thinking of the
I just
very
said-
metropolitan
bro, we had
areas.
Like we had very like racist
Yeah, facts.
remarks.
I'm not going to.
That's the thing. You're thinking of the metropolitan areas of these
We had
places.
racist remarks made to us in Malta.
And you still have fun.
Well, not that. Not
You're
that
thinking of
part.
the safe spaces in unsafe
That-
spaces.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like that was a time where we went for a festival where there was a lot of black people. But when we
Okay.
weren't around the black people, we were definitely facing some
if
racism.
I'm visiting America, I'm not going to sundown town. I'm going to New York. I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to
Then
LA.
that's a different
Yeah.
conversation, though.
Because in these other places, you might
But
not
I
necessarily.
said countries or cities with real people.
Yeah, but in these other places, you might not know where you're at though. Like if you're in Louisiana, you know, okay, if I go half an hour
These
outside
places
of,
have Google Maps.
if I go half hour
Does it
outside
say
of New
sundown town
Orleans,
on Google
We're
Maps?
gonna wrap this up. You guys are having too much fun. We're almost 3 hours in. There's
I
only
admire your
God.
positivity and your outlook on life, but sometimes it's not as realistic
Nah,
as you
man.
think.
See, people try to put you down, bro.
All right.
We
I
can
need
the
to-
most positive person
I
of
need
all
a
time,
gavel.
man.
Order in the court.
All right.
We're wrapping this episode up.
Mm-hmm.
Any final words?
Shout out to Serbia.
Okay. You know what, everyone? Thank you for the Juju Watkins, John Morant, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Terry Bradshaw episode of 12.
Is it Aaron Donald too?
Aaron
He's
Rodgers.
12? I didn't think.
No, I was thinking about Aaron.
Oh, anyways, we'll see you guys next week. We're done with the rants. Oh my God. That was too much.
I don't know. I'm passionate about it.
Forget everything.